Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun. We're going to be diving more into Salem. The fifth knot. Finally, a single thing. And welcome, everybody. Yeah, sorry. I try to be right there at 2, but I'm usually walking the dog right beforehand, make sure she's all good so I can stream. Notifications, nice. It's a weekend, I can just plow through this. Hopefully we can maybe finish it. I would very much like that, because I gotta get back to work. I'm doing another lessons in Magecraft and the kill count and everything. Very exciting. Dawn, a villager's house, bedroom. Snore. Father. Oh gosh, she's having a bad dream again. And she's speaking Lovecraftian. Oh my god. Oh my god. Only one left. What the fuck? That's scary. Then the ultimate gate will open. You just turned into a... What the fuck? What the fuck, man? That is so weird. Wonderful. He has already begun his descent within the depths of your mind. Well done, Whately. Soon, very soon now, only one left. Freaky ass singularity, that's what. Morning, villager's house. I see. That would make me quite the liar indeed. I appreciate your show of trust in sharing this with me, but frankly, what you're saying is preposterous. We can't trust what we perceive within space. We can't trust what we perceive within this space. Reality itself is being distorted. This discussion is over. I feel crazier with every word I listen to from you. If this is your way of rehearsing for one of your plays, then leave me out of it. You're telling me that the year in the outside world is 2019, that everything here in Salem is artificial? I suppose the Harvard Divinity School where I teach, the soldiers I brought back, and even Boston itself don't exist either then, Ridiculous. I have never heard anything so completely absurd in all my life. What about all the monsters? That can't be normal. I admit that things have happened here that seem to defy explanation. And yes, there are the monsters. But those are only oddities when viewed through the lens of British common sense. This is a pious land, so nobody talks about this. Indeed, most simply try to put it out of their minds. But the fact is, there is not just one single god in our world. Everyone knows that. Yeah, okay. I guess in the Nasuverse, for sure. Hey, Blue Gamer. I have lived among people of different countries in order to study these other gods. I also know that the Indians here worship their own strange and suspicious gods. I've seen a statue of a grotesque, obese goddess that is worshipped by a dark cult during the Qing dynasty. There are dreadful beings in ancient civilizations, this mysterious new world and tombs buried under desert sand. Horrible, unspeakable things that exist in the vastness of the cosmos, to whom humanity is so insignificant as to be beneath even their consideration. AKA, elder gods. Sarah, you hail from the Orient, if I'm not mistaken. Perhaps you have heard of the esoteric religion that worships the dragon god that dwells in a seabed palace? You mean Aoguang, the Dragon King of the East Sea? Not that, though. Or not that tough. Did she say tough? That's funny. Aha, you're talking about the great sea beast. The Seti? They've got great toxin, but you can't get it anywhere now that they're all petrified. What I wouldn't give for another batch. Would you two shut up for a moment? I'm used to hearing criticism from my fellow academics, and I do not mind if you think me a liar. But I won't have you filling Abigail's innocent mind with nonsense and madness. It's time you learn the difference between fantasy and reality. That's what most Puritans need to hear now more than ever, though. Where are Abby's parents' graves? What's this all of a sudden? That's right, and then there's the ghouls, too. I've been wondering about the Williams' resting place as well. Mr. Carter, I checked the town graveyard and neither your sister nor her husband were buried there. Abby didn't say anything about them either. That's because they don't have graves. Their bodies were never found, I'm afraid. I heard that sometimes something belonging to the deceased is buried in their stead if a body cannot be recovered. But you didn't do that either? Abigail seems to think that her parents were eaten by cannibals. What? Native Americans would never treat the dead like that. I've never seen evidence of that either, but this is the New World. Anything may happen here. Even now, my niece has nightmares about it. Lost corpses? Ghouls? Who was the last one to see them alive? Abigail herself. Thank goodness she survived the attack. What a horrible tragedy. Yes, it is. I still cannot begin to understand why my niece would deserve such horror in her life. Man, oh man. I've never seen such a thick fog before. It even managed to soak through my cloak. This fog is dummy thick. Hey, Ringmaster, can I talk to you for a sec? You mean outside? Matahari's been scouting things out here, and she just sent us a message. There's been more hangings. One last night, and one before dawn today. Who did they execute? The instigators of last night's riot, apparently. Word has it they were an unpleasant bunch who are always going around fanning the flames of unrest. Or at least that's the official story now. They see these guys were sending ghosts after them, that they'd been possessed by the devil, and that they intentionally instigated the riot last night. But really, they're just using this as an opportunity to get rid of people they never liked, or ones they were fighting with over property rights and such. And not only that, those sailors we met at the harbor were among the condemned. They say they killed the tavern owner just to get out of paying their tab. They helped us out a lot. You said it. They were good guys. They didn't deserve this. This is bad. I can't tell what's real and what's fake anymore. If this is all part of our forced incarnation, maybe I've got no choice but to die too, like the Queen of Sheba did. Sheba, not sure. I think it's Sheba. We can't hide out in that bounded field forever. Yeah, that's true. I've been debating whether I should tell you this, but Matahari suggested assassinating Carter as a possible way out of this mess. For my part, I keep saying we need to do something about Hopkins ASAP, but Matahari's apparently much more worried about Carter. What did the Queen of Sheba think? Don't know, she refused to comment. She at least give a reason because she can see the fucking future? Nope, she wouldn't say anything, or rather, I don't think she could say anything. Think about it. She can see what's gonna happen in the future. Matahari confirmed as much, but even though she knew about the Demon God Pillar, she still couldn't use that to her advantage here in Salem. Her role as Tituba may have limited what she could do, but she still should have been able to do something. We know she exerts a lot of influence just by existing. Maybe that was the trap all along. I mean, if she was really a threat to the Demon God Pillar, it wouldn't have given her a role at all. So what I'm getting at here is, this is a heretical land, filled with blasphemies and apostates. A place where even attempting to help only makes things worse, more twisted. A land forsaken by God where prayers just tumble out into empty abyss. Why would you think that, Robin? Well, it's not like I firmly belong to any one part of history. As a servant, I'm basically just an actor with a personality made up of a bunch of different parts. But thanks to that, it's easier for me to step back and see the big picture that is pretty much anyone else. Oh, than it is for pretty much anyone else. I'm still kind of guessing here, but I think if we end up losing our cool and resorting to violence to try and get this mess sorted out quickly, the foundation propping up this fiction might crumble. It could wreck the whole plot, I guess. And I think the more crimes we rack up, the more power it might give the pillar. And if that's how it is, all we can do is go along with whatever he's got in mind for us, while we try to figure out how to outsmart him. I wasn't able to stop any of the hangings. I hate to say it, but I don't think anything about that hanging business can be avoided. But just the fact that you're still alive means we've been able to evade its trap so far. Senpai, is Abby with you? Yeah, I hope they explain this whole outer god foreigner thing within the mythos here. Kinda, what you doing, girl? The rabbit Robin caught for us wasn't in its cage. I think it must have gotten out. I still got to drain the blood before we can eat it. Oh, whoops. Didn't realize I'd been going on for this long. Anyway, I didn't see anything here. Maybe the rabbit tunneled out? Robin, you were slacking. On lookout. The fog is so thick today. I can't help but worry. Take the rabbit with you? I have to hurry. To our secret place. And remember the spell Lavinia taught me. Please settle down. I can't do this without you. Sacrificial rabbit. Now that's some magecraft. Oh, thank you about the Chaldea tour video. Waver likes to use chickens, but I guess a rabbit will do. Oh, thank goodness. The monsters haven't been here. 2, 4, 6? Good. The stones we used for a 6-sided star are just like we left them. Okay, I've got a silver knife, rope for binding, and here it is, my precious book of Ibon. Or Abim, not sure. It's all muddy from that storm. Sut Typhon. Thou art a sinner, thou art the sixth knot. In this fertile land across the sea, the harvest we seek is our greatest pleasure. Hear our prayers. Thou art a sinner, thou art the sixth knot. Ah, our Father who art in heaven, let me speak thy name. Forgive the people of Salem their sins, save the sinners who have lost their way. Ah, please, I beg of you, please save this village. Please make it so Lavinia can smile and laugh, and the travelers can find solace. And one day, I hope you will relieve us of our suffering. But if our suffering should still continue, please take me away from here. I don't care where I go, as long as it isn't here. Please, God.
Don't move. Do not dare try to conceal the evidence of your guilt. Not least that bloody knife. Abigail Williams, you are under arrest.
No, please, you have the wrong idea.
Abby, so it really is you.
Sanson, not you too. How did you find me? This was our secret place. Nobody else knew about it. You friends with Sippy? Kind of. I mean, yeah, like work friends. We haven't had much of a individual conversation together. Your Honor, Judge Hopkins, please let me handle this. This is no satanic ritual. This is a child's poor way of playing house. It requires no more than a harsh admonition. Out of the question. Move aside, Sanson. Please, Your Honor. This girl has knowledge acquired from Tituba, and she is holding the book of heresy for all to see. I do not choose who the devil may possess. Indeed, he may possess anyone at all. She can make her excuses from a prison cell. I will question her however I must until she confesses her vile sins, no matter how long it takes. I and I alone shall determine whether or not she is a witch. His Honor hasn't slept at all for the past few days. Just yesterday he was up all night with some sort of horrible instrument. It's okay, Abigail. Just stay calm. I promise I won't let them take you away. No, stay back. Don't come near me. She just pointed her knife at His Honor. Restrain her. Oh, what was that? My knife. Hopkins? Not Slippy, Sippy VA, the guy who plays the Gilgamesh voice in a lot of my fan-dubby kind of things, such as Tour of Chaldea. You're the Waitley. Yes! Did you do it? Did you do it, Lavinia? Did you stab him with your horn? Hopkins! What are you doing to him? You killed my grandfather! You killed him! Ah! Get away from His Honor, you... Ah, she bit me! It hurts, doesn't it? This is the same rope that broke grandfather's neck. Damn it, how can she be this strong? Hear me now, our Father who art in heaven. I offer up this wicked man's life and sacrifice. There goes the creepy chants. Ilya? You say something about Ilya? Yog Sothoth? His Honor's aorta has been severed. There's nothing more we can do for him. Yay! Yes, F for fuck you, Hopkins. This is horrendous. I can't believe a child could do such a thing. It's the devil. Cursed witch! Throw down your knife or I'll shoot. Lavinia. Don't come near me. You'll get blood in your hair. I don't care about... I told you, remember? I'm leaving Salem. I don't care what happens to this village. I hope all sinners get what they deserve. Hey, hello. Alright, witch, you're coming with us. If you refuse, I'll open fire. I'm not refusing. If you want to shoot me, then shoot me. Right here, right now. If Hopkins' life isn't enough, then finish the ritual with mine. Huh? No, don't! Lavinia, run! Get out of here! Get away from this cursed land! I'm the one who taught Abigail the ritual of descent. This is all my fault. So go ahead, kill me. Lavinia. Damn it, help us, Sanson. You there, get this Honor's what are you doing, Sanson? I'm sorry. Huh? Sanson, are you turning traitor on us? Yes, I am. Run away, Lavinia. It's not too late. You really are an idiot. I found her, Master. It's Abby and Sanson? Jeez, what a mess. Indeed, bloodshed, fainting, untold death. The smell of blood is overwhelming. Wait, over there on the ground, is that Hopkins? What happened here? Lavinia, where are you going? That's it, run away! Lavinia, Are you okay, Abby? There's blood on you. You're not hurt, are you? You look pale and you're burning up with fever. Hold on, we'll get you back home. Senpai, please give me a hand. Abby's in bad shape.
Get back here, Waitley. Sanson, go after her. No, I did this.
What are you saying?
I killed His Honor. I stabbed Matthew Hopkins with his knife. That's essentially what happened.
Huh? Sanson? Ding dong, the dick is dead. Mashu, how is Abby? She woke up and had some fruit and porridge not too long ago. She still has a bad fever that's making her groggy, but I think she'll be okay once she gets some rest. I see, that is a relief. Thank you for nursing her. Very well, we'll return to my lookout. I'm the one who should be thanking you, Necha. I really appreciate you keeping watch until Robin gets back from the Queen of Sheba's safe house. All thanks to my special porridge, right? It's true, I had no idea you were such a good cook. You completely changed how I thought about porridge. It's right up there with other staples for me now. Usually one dose of my wonder remedy would be enough to cure her. But I'm betting Abby's fever isn't something mere medicine can fix. By the way, Mashu, I haven't seen Carter anywhere. Do you have any idea where he went? The village just summoned him to the town hall. I believe it had something to do with jurors. He said he would be back fairly late. He asked us to look after Abby in the meantime. I see, that works out well for me. I'm going to borrow the kitchen again. Don't let anyone in there until morning. Got it.
What are you gonna do in the kitchen?
Alright, Abby, have a good night. Get plenty of rest, okay? We'll be in the next room if you need anything. And Mr. Carter should be back soon, too. Mashu, Miss Ringmaster, could you stay with me? You need to sleep to break your fever. I don't want to sleep. I hope Lavinia's okay. And then there's Sanson. He didn't do anything wrong. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. This is all my...
It's okay, we'll take care of it.
Okay, I'm gonna put out the lamp now. Oh, wait, please. What is it? I have a favor to ask. I'd really like it if you told me about where you're from, about Chaldea.
Sure.
Abby. Senpai, I understand how you feel, but we have to discuss what we're going to do now that Sanson has been arrested. Can't imagine what Mr. Carter was thinking leaving Abby all on her own like this.
You can get some rest, Mashu. I'll be okay.
But then there'd be no point. If you're staying, then I'm staying too. Is Chaldea very far away? What's it like? Is it a town, a castle, a theater?
It's all of those things.
Well, I don't think I'd go that far. Chaldea is located on top of a very tall, very cold and snowy mountain. It's also where I was born.
Yep, it's actually an observatory.
An observatory? Wow. That means you were born right next to the stars, Mashu. That sounds wonderful. I wonder if you could see the comet I was born under from Chaldea.
I'm surprised you know so much about stars, Abby.
Lavinia taught me about them. She called them celestial bodies, and she told me all about them and the constellations they form. Which is why I know that the Earth is round, and that Mars only looks like it goes across the sky. I just wish there was more I could have taught her, too. All I ever taught her were things about whales. Whales? I didn't know what whales came near Salem's waters. They do. I love to look over the horizon from the hill in the common. It If you're lucky, you can see whales spraying water from there. And if you're really lucky, you can even see them jump out of the water and make a huge splash. Lavinia was so surprised the first time she saw that. The whales always come in summer. It won't be much longer now. Mashu, do you know where my friend is? Your friend? You mean this stuffed animal? Yes, that's it. I think I can go to sleep now. Your teddy bear is very cute. Does he have a name? This is Hugo, and he has a twin brother named Migo. Uncle gave them to me when I was little. They're my best friends. A dog once tore him up, but Tatuba managed to sew him back together. Where's Migo? I gave Migo to Lavinia, but I guess I shouldn't have. Someone from her family took him and threw him away. It was one of the few gifts of mine Lavinia ever accepted, too. We even thought up their names together. Now I see. That dirty rag Lavinia tried to hide from us was actually a teddy bear. But we probably shouldn't tell Abby that, since she never mentioned it. Did you notice that too, Senpai? I think Lavinia loves Migo just like you love Hugo. You think? I hope so. Is there anyone in Chaldea who loves stuffed animals too? Do other people tease them and call them a baby? Why don't we go there together and find out? Huh? Senpai, what do you mean by that? You, me, and Abby can improv a play. An improv? You mean right now? You'd put on a play just for me? Wow, I would love that. But I can't. I'm sorry, but I can never go to Chaldea. In that case, Hugo can come along in your place. I like that. But please try to keep it short, Senpai. We really do have to rest up soon. And Abby, please stay in bed while you watch. You mustn't get too excited.
Okay.
I know I can be naughty sometimes, but Hugo is always good. Of course, there are people in Chaldea who also love stuffed animals. You might not know it by looking at her, but even Medea loves playing with dolls. Really? Medea is so beautiful, but she always seemed like there's an invisible wall around her. Everyone in Chaldea has their own things they care about deeply. Abby, you can be kind of willful, can't you? Is that you, Hugo? It's true, I'm sorry. Sarah is even more willful. I hope you don't make too much trouble for your fellow troop members, then. What other sorts of people does Chaldea have besides actors?
Let's see, whoa. They're all a bunch of weirdos.
True, I guess there are a lot of people with strong personalities there. There are also inventors, detectives, writers, musicians, bomb lovers. Bombs? Hurry, Hugo, get out of here! Get to the chopper! Oh, help me! I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Mashu, are you actually the normal one? I stand out for being normal, you think? I'll have you know. There are things I care about just as much as anyone else. As for the bomb lover, he's a clown who loves dark humor and practical jokes. Be careful around him, Hugo. Wow, you even have a clown there? He must be like a royal jester. Are we referring to frickin' Mephistopheles, the creep-ass? I've read that even though they look like fools, you actually have to be very very clever to be one. Hugo? Why don't we try going to some other rooms? Hopefully one that's peaceful and quiet. In that case, what about the kitchen? Oh, Hugo.
Hugo hungry.
Why did Sanson do that?
Dun dun. Oh god. Ree! Ree! I can totally tell it's you, Mephi. Why are you here, God? Me? I am a UMA, both a human moth, known appropriately as the Mothman. Moth, 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 moth. Moth, 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 moth. Give it up, Mephi. Okay. It's me, Mephi. How did you get here without ray shifting? Let's just say the opportunity presented itself. After all, visiting hellscapes is a little hobby of mine. It's very easy, too. Unlike heaven, the doors to hellscapes are always wide open. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. My, the creator certainly did an excellent job here. I took a quick gander around this place. And I must say, it's a fine hellscape indeed, with lots of thoughtful touches. Hee-hee-ha! Hee-hoo! We haven't even found the Demon God Pillar, though. What's this? It's not like you to be so discouraged. I can see you have at least an idea of where it is. However, I can't imagine a Demon God Pillar would be able to create a hellscape like this. Are you sure? Why, of course I am. Have I ever lied to you before? A hellscape is nothing if not a land forsaken by God. You know, a land of heresy and such. But you can't have heresy without a deity, and you can't have a deity without humanity. Gods are given form whenever humans see them, whether that be in disaster, a miracle, or evanescence itself. But if a true God has no need for humans at all, it would be a wholly alien sort of thing. In every meaningful sense, it could be something that couldn't possibly be contained on this little blue ball of ours. At least that's what I think. I think, therefore, I'm Mephi. By the by, you may want to know that this time is really picking up speed in here. Even the precious Sabbath is going to be neglected. Do you know what today's date is? It's actually the evening of April 29th. Do you know what this means? Do you? It means that tomorrow is Walpurgisnacht. The night witches hold a maddened, frenzied banquet, a feast of surprises and excitement. I can't wait. Incidentally, that's it for me in our little story. I hope you'll forgive my absence, Mage of Chaldea. Senpai, Neja told me to tell you to please wrap up your walk. I have to agree with her. I know we don't have a lot of room to sleep, but where'd he go? I understand you're worried about Sanson choosing to go to jail. But you need your rest. Even the servants are exhausted. I just saw Mephi. Huh? But Senpai, you were standing out here all by yourself. I thought you were just lost in thought and talking to yourself. I think we should go to bed now. You need to rest up while you can. You're turning into a crazy fuck. Yeah, good idea. Is something wrong? I can't help but notice you're staring at me. I'm glad you're here, Mashu. Why are you slapping yourself? Not at all, Senpai. We're still just getting started. We may not have found any leads on the Demon God Pillar just yet, but it can't hide from us much longer. So let's finish up this mission and make Da Vinci and Geronimo proud of us. You said it. That Demon God Pillar is going down. That's right. Can't believe it's already been 6 nights. Jesus, that's it? That's all it's been going on? Yeah, another section with just one. Why did they do that? They front-loaded this whole fucking thing.
We don't know what we're fighting. I really do not know. Who should I bring along? When in doubt, zerk it out. Yeah, we'll do that. And open. Let's hope to God that'll do. Section 7, the sixth knot. Do not use Berserker. Not a Zerk? No? No? Well, we'll find out, won't we? Alter Ego! Bad die. You know what? I will do it. I'll deal. The next morning, Salem, day 7. Man, I didn't think it was gonna be this dark out. It might as well still be nighttime. Guess it's got something to do with the weird time nonsense. Ah! And nothing quite takes your mind off of things like an ear-shattering scream in the morning. I don't even want to know what this is about. The well outside, it's all full of tar. And the milk's gone so rotten it looks like cottage cheese. Now how am I going to make morning porridge? How could the start of our day possibly get any worse? That is your concern? Would it kill you to grill some pork chops occasionally? So tired of porridge. It's not just any old porridge, it's my special Kikion porridge? And I'll have you know, Kikion porridge is made with... What are you shouting about so early in the morning, Auntie? Oh, Medea. Haven't seen you in... Wait, what? Swear to Hecate that you'll never, ever call me Auntie again. You hear me, Medea? Wait, you can't be Medea. Okay, who are you? What the fuck? Matahari. Just a little illusion to disguise me. The Queen of Sheba lent me some of her power. I might be good at makeup, but disguises are another thing altogether. At any rate, the whole village is in total chaos. It's not just the well water, there's also a swarm of insects, birds, and of course, this pitch-black sky. At this point, if the dead got up and started wandering around, I don't think I'd even bat an eye. Abby, you still have a bad fever? Please try to stay in bed. You've been sweating in the night. Here, let me dry you off. Oh, Mashu, you're exaggerating. I feel great now. All I needed was a good night's sleep. I have to thank you and Mrs. Ringmaster again for all your help. I'm sorry, but I really do have to ask you to stay in bed. I know it's very dark outside right now, but it's still morning. Your fever has only gone down a little. I'll bring you some breakfast in bed, so please get some more rest. Okay, I'll do as you say, Mashu. Thank you. Mashu, can I ask you for a favor? What is it? Do you think you could find Lavinia for me? She must be scared out in the woods all by herself, nowhere to go. Okay. And please don't punish her. Just make sure she gets on her boat. Okay. I'll hold you to that. Instant sleep. Town Hall Provisional Court. Defendant, Charles Henri Sanson. Can I talk to you for a moment, Sarah? I guess that Medea is Matahari then? Right, that's Matahari disguised as Medea. I managed to speak to Sanson alone earlier. I tried to give him some of my medicine just in case, but he refused to accept it.
You mean the medicine to fake your death?
Right, the same stuff I made for Matahari. I admit it's tricky to use. I mean, it really does kill you, at least for a while. She might end up needing it depending on how this trial goes. But he refused to even entertain the possibility. Does he have some kind of plan of his own? What point could there possibly be in sacrificing himself? Just what is that dummy thinking?
I think the only way we can save him is in court.
I just don't get it. Why would he go out of his way to choose the more dangerous option? Why do men always do stuff like this?
Order! This court is now in session, but before we begin, I would like a moment of silence for the late Judge Hopkins, who devoted the last days of his life to hunting down the witches plaguing our fair town. Reverend, would you mind saying a few words of prayer? And that concludes the testimony of our brave constables who are on the scene. Lavinia Whately, Judge Hopkins' murderer, is still on the loose. Soldiers from the militia are searching for her as we speak, but are having no luck in this poor weather. Now, where is Abigail Williams, the other person of interest in these events? As her legal guardian, do you have anything to say on her behalf, Mr. Carter? Abigail is currently recuperating from physical and mental exhaustion. I will be defending her. Very well. Now then, Charles Henri Sanson. You volunteered to serve as Judge Hopkins' bodyguard. However, you have completely failed in your charge of keeping him safe. And perhaps even more seriously, you assisted Lavinia in making her escape from the scene. According to the constable's testimony, you were acting virtually as a lunatic. Do you admit the truth of all these allegations?
I do.
It's all true. Then it is clear that you were conspiring to murder his honor all along? What other explanation is there for this?
Objection! We can't know what happened until Lavinia testifies.
She's the daughter of the Whately family. She deserves every punishment she will receive. That family is nothing more than a pack of thieves. They never once attended Mass. They're all sinners.
They always went around flashing their ill-gotten gains, acting like they were better than us. Lavinia's a witch! A witch!
Order, order! Ringmaster Sarah? As the leader of your troop, I understand that you are here to defend Sanson's case, but you will watch your tongue in my court. Remember, this comes down to the heels of the execution one of your members, Matahari, who earned that sentence by attempting to lead our people astray. One could certainly draw the conclusion that they were acting on your orders. The only reason you still walk free is the absence of both evidence and accusations made against you.
He's going awfully far.
Your Honor, I have evidence.
Huh?
These people have been my guests, or so I thought. And they have been very good to my niece, however. If that is simply the way they operate, I may have unwittingly invited demons into my own house.
What are you saying?
Sarah, you will hold your tongue. Go on, Mr. Carter. They are harboring a criminal in our own village. One who is meant to be dead, no less. They are hiding Tituba out in the woods, even after she was supposed to have been executed. It seems that Sanson's guilt is no longer in question. Take him to the hill.
What? This is absurd. This is completely absurd. Stop this, Uncle! Abby! I'm sorry, Master, I tried to stop her, but she begged to let her go.
Abigail, the decision has already been made.
This can't be right. Sanson isn't a sinner. Can't you all see that for yourselves? He's only ever tried to do the right thing.
Are you sure about that? Sanson himself feels tremendous guilt over his sins, and is trying to atone for them.
He will be punished according to the laws we, God-fearing people of Salem, set down to protect our town. We are passing judgment on our fellow man. Isn't that how it should be? Or are you saying your conscience knows better than God himself? Got a subscriber! That's not fair. Why won't you understand? Uncle, is this what you wanted to happen all along? Did you invite the troop to stay with us, just so you could expose their sins? Is there anyone in this world who has never sinned? Is there any child of Eve unmarked by the serpent's deception? This is becoming irritating. As you can see, my niece is severely exhausted. She is in no state to contribute to rational discourse. My apologies, Your Honor. Please don't let her interrupt the proceedings any further. Very well. Now then, Ringmaster Sarah. As your complicity in these crimes has been exposed, you too must be made to account for them. Normally, I would have you taken into custody immediately. However, you and your troop are also the family of the condemned. As such, should you wish to attend his execution, I will grant that request. What say you? This is outrageous! Your request is granted, but be warned that any attempt to interfere will be dealt with harshly. And stop glaring at me like that. It will change nothing. Constables, keep a close eye on them. Hey, hands off! Stop trying to resist. Hold on, Abby. Do not lose sight of yourself. Stop this, please. Stop this. This is wrong. Everyone is making a terrible mistake. Charles Henri Sanson, if you would like to offer any prayers to God, I will hear them now. I finished my prayers to God long ago. These prayers are for those I executed myself. Then let God hear what you have to say. Da-da-dun! Master, you can't possibly be okay with this, can you? We don't have any tricks up our sleeves this time. Since he's incarnated, Sanson's really going to die. This will end your contract with him. Yeah, he will forget everything that happened to him after he was summoned to Chaldea. You're not seriously going to let that happen, right? If you're going to stop them, it's now or never. It's a tiny rural village. Hardly any witnesses to worry about here. What are you waiting for? You can do this, can't you? So go on, do it, before he's gone for good. Senpai. Sanson! I have taken many lives. Lives of criminals, traitors, and heretics. Condemned men, every one of them. They deserved their deaths. Their sentence was more than enough to rob them of any hope they had. And what greater despair could there be in the absence of hope? But I continued to torture them far more than necessary. I humiliated them before crowds, inflicted pain and suffering on them far worse than death. This may be my only chance to atone for what I've done. Senpai! Senpai! They've already put a noose around Sanson's neck. Well, you know what? This guy did, after all, kill many people at the guillotine, rather. It's now or never. Why didn't we get to do this with Matahari? Don't do it. Stay out of this, Master. Robin? Let Frenchie do this his way. He's not acting out of desperation. He's here to help Chaldea with our mission. He thought long and hard and decided this was the only choice he had. If you trust him at all, Master, then you can't try to stop him. But if he was going to do this, why didn't he tell Master about it? Because if he did, Master would stop him. After all, and if she had Mashu, it might just be you up there on the gallows now. Or even Master herself, and there'd be no coming back from that. I can't just let him sacrifice himself. Are you really telling me that you went up against a demon god pillar without being prepared for any casualties? Ease off Sarah, Robin. Of course she knows what could happen when we came here. Still, you're right. This is a trap! Sanson. Oof. 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 I'm in 7 now? Chapter 7? Charles. Damn it. Well, are you happy now, you goddamn hicks? How many people do you miserable shits need to watch die before you're finally satisfied? Or is it that your lives are so freaking awful you'd rather stick around watching good people suffer every damn day? What a foul-mouthed, vile little man. Pay him no heed, more importantly. Yes, Your Honor, I'll take Sarah to prison right now. Good, I've set soldiers to the roads. But there's no telling what they might try. Be on your guard. I see. If only I were a witch. A witch who had turned her back on the word of God. If I were the one true sin of this hollow Salem. An evil aura. Everyone, please, listen to me. I have a confession to make. I would like to accuse myself. I'm a witch. I hid out in the woods and conducted evil rituals. I led my friends astray. Abigail, what are you saying? I'm a witch. I made sacrifices to summon a demon and chanted spells that blasphemed against God. Yeah, Abby's a witch. A demon led us astray. She's a witch. A witch. Burn her. Ah, filthy witch. Ow, ow. Abigail's a witch. A witch. Stone the one defending her, too. They're both demons. Neja. This is my punishment to bear. You don't have to endure this. These stones are a lot harder than the props in your plays, right? So it's okay. This is not okay. I am not okay with this. Ah! All of you, listen! You would throw stones at your own neighbor? You would abandon your fellow believer? Then you, who wish for loneliness, take up a rock. You, who despise love, go ahead, cast your stones. For I am a Prince Neja, Marshal of the Central Altar, and I will not be crushed by anything less than great boulders of 5 Elements Mountain. It's okay, Neja. These stones don't even bother me. For I am a great demon. Anymore. Dun-dun-dun. Ah! This magical energy is off the charts. This looks just like a spirit origin being released. Does this mean Abby was a servant all along? Could she be an anti-hero witch? Did these trials end up creating an actual witch? How is this possible? It's not. Given all the crap he pulled, Hopkins was a much better fit for an anti-hero. Abby, her threat is rapidly growing. Get back, Sarah. She's definitely a real witch. Though I can't say I care for how blatant she's being about it. Aha, now I see. So this is strange. So this is the stage that's been set for me. Isn't that right, Queen of Sheba? Well then, it's time to show off what I can really do. Come at me, you little punk. I'll give you your first lesson in real witchcraft. Cersei, take it down a notch. Weird. Weird foreigner.
Yeah.
戦闘なるべくは避けたい行為だ。仕方あるまい。
You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love. Now, is it true that they didn't do anything, to Abigail's design? Did she always have that front banner, I guess? Never said that. Vanitas? Oh, why? Oh, because of the Keyblade? The Keyblade? Tentacular, baby! Yeah, this isn't gonna happen. Mecha Ellie? Right. Isn't she like one of the only alter egos that's around? Oh, I know. My point being with Abigail is they shouldn't censor her, period. I just have to beat the one bar? I feel like I could do that. In fact, that's what Shiki, like, that's what Shiki's kind of here for. Wait, what? Oh, right, we're still halved. I'm like, what the hell happened to her level? Oh my god! We're all like up at 40 or 45 or whatever.
くらえ
そこだ。
苦しめ苦しめこの時を待っていましたオルトリアクター臨界突破我が暗黒の攻防で素粒子に帰るクロスカリバー
直視シン、俺の前に立つんじゃない。
I thought that would take more damage than it did.
これで
At
どう
least from Shiki. Bye bye. You did well. As well as you could, anyway.
これでどう
Let's see, is this gonna work? Good. I'm surprised it actually fucking did for once.
あいつ、そこだ。甘い。主の見業をおまくいきます。我が旗よ、我が同胞を守りたまえ。弓のしてエテルヌー
I'm not using my command seals in this fight. Hell no. Someone said I just have to get that one health bar down. We're all invincible this turn.
これでどう
Pence got another noble phantasm.
いいぞ、やればいいんだよ。迷うな。よかろ。あいつ。
What's so special about Amakusas again?
苦しめ
Yeah, there you go. Charge my NP, you fuck. This is just me being stubborn. I do that a lot.
ああ、行きます。なんだ。直視。シン、俺の前に立つんじゃない。甘い。
She's so close to dying. Whoa.
苦しめ
You know, surprisingly, Penthus survived really well. It's kind of odd. Oh, right. Removes buffs before the damage. Thank you for clarifying.
あいつ。そこだ。浮世は
There we go, finally.
くだらん。
Yay! So I won't bring Zerkers into that fight again. I like proving people wrong when they're like, "Oh, rip, rest in peace. You done fucked up." The witches are fighting each other! Run away before they curse you! Did you see their twisted smiles? It was like the witches' Sabbath come to life! Oh, so it was temporary witch. Abigail is back to normal. At least we kept her under control, but... Now the villagers are going to be more afraid than ever. Move aside, don't dare resist. We're taking the witch into custody. You too, Wings? Damned witch. I am not a witch. I am the Queen Witch. Hey, don't touch me. I can turn you into a dog, you know. Senpai, what are we going to do now? Huh? No, stop. Please, don't take Senpai away. It's all up to you now, Mashu. Senpai! Looks like it's you and me together this time, Sarah. Didn't think I'd be doing time here again. I guess I should be grateful they didn't hang me on the spot. I'm really light, so hanging would be pretty long and painful death. Couldn't you just, like, flap your wings and fly? I'm sorry, you just lost one of your friends. But hey, look on the bright side, Sarah. At least you've got a demigod Queen Witch here to keep you company. Ah, I slipped. Ah, I hate this place. I have had it up to here with this jail and its slippery, slimy floors. Here, move over a bit, will you, Sarah? I guess Cersei's more anxious than she lets on. Hey, Sarah? If you care about me at all, even just a little, what do you say we get out of here together? No, I'm not talking about this jail. I can get out of here whenever I feel like, no problem. I mean the outside world, beyond Salem. I'm still a master of Chaldea. Hey, wait a minute. You wouldn't happen to have a ridiculously high tolerance for poison, would you? Or maybe a prosthetic arm? I see what's going on here. On second thought, never mind, just forget about it. Tickle her, of course. Stop! I'm sorry, I'll never do it again! I want to see this animated now. I want to see Cersei get tickled by Ritsuka. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah! Cheating on his wife with Cersei confirmed. No. Hang on, we have an unexpected visitor. Is that... We threw them in the cell in the back. Don't worry, it's locked up tight. Oh, how kind of you. You shouldn't have. Okay, I'll let you have some privacy. If you need anything, just let me know. Thank you. Hello, Randolph Carter. Or should I say, ass face? The demon god Pilar. When did you figure it out? I wasn't sure until you told me just now. I see, well that's alright. You're my guests, that much hasn't changed. As your host, the very least I can do is give you a warm welcome. In fact, I came here to thank you for pacifying my niece after she gave everyone such a fright. No problem. Seemed a fitting show of gratitude after all I hear your kin did for my niece. Is it so strange? I'm far from the first demon god pillar to raise a human. And my own special trait comes from towns, after all. That's why it doesn't bother me to present myself as human, or wear clothes, or to live in a house. In fact, I find it rather comforting. I suppose it would be fair to say that such things are precisely what led me into to split from Getia's consensus. They feared death too much to the point that they became fixated on it.
I'm not like Fornius or Haginti, nor do my values align with any other members of the 5 envoys. Namely Bael, Zepar, Andras, and Phoenix. Now then, is there anything else you'd like to discuss?
Are you here to kill us?
I want you to understand my objective. Knowing will help you make a more rational decision.
More like it'll help you manipulate us better. Why not tell us all this from the start,
Because I failed with that batch. But now the time is right for me to tell you the truth.
Ha! Like you'd tell us any truth that might not further your own goals. Don't listen to anything he says, Sarah. That's the best thing you can do here. Otherwise, you'll fall into the same trap as the Queen of Sheba. One of your own making. "50,000 people's lives are at stake."
I am trying to save her, I promise you that much, from the bottom of my heart.
You mean those robo hands or whatever? What did you do to her? Sarah?
Our Getia's objective was to save mankind. That has been true ever since we were born. That is precisely why Salem and Abigail Williams were chosen. Salem is positioned on the border of sanity and madness. The wisdom of the modern age and the darkness of the Middle Ages are so closely entwined here as to be almost completely indistinguishable. There is no other place where the two extremes of humanity's nature are so clearly laid before bare. Furthermore, Abigail is blessed with a rare talent.
Talent? You mean her aptitude as a witch?
Abigail is pure and innocent. She is better suited as a medium than a witch. Lavinia had talent for it as well, but Abigail was leaps and bounds beyond her. She was everything I could have hoped for and more. Thanks to her, I am certain to succeed.
What are you planning on making her do?
Don't get me wrong. I am not making her do anything. She will do this because she chooses to. She will complete the great work that we could not, the salvation of mankind. And she will do so through great pain. It is pain that is the basis of human happiness. Nothing in the world could be more valuable. Everyone feels pain in equal measure. Without it, well, you would all cease to be human. It is worth far more than love or death could ever hope to be. Abigail will be its harbinger. Tomorrow, when the courthouse opens at dawn, she will be tried as a witch.
Please help stop the bill from coming into effect? What bill? What? Huh?
And all is going well. Many have tried to save Abigail before, but none have ever succeeded. Even I was not up to that task. This is why I invited Chaldea here again. I expect great things of you, Miss Sarah. Great things indeed.
I probably won't be much help from the gallows. Yep, you fell right for their trap, and I ended up busting out some pretty flashy spells. Sorry about that. Wait, hang on a minute. What do you mean, that batch, Carter? Don't tell me you've been repeating the last several days, trying to produce results. That's playing dirty, in multiple senses of the word. Have you no shame? You've been looping time to recreate history?
Repeat, loop, recreate? What would be the point of that? I have no interest in moving backward. I only want to move forward, towards suffering. All I did was compress that process. I sped up the cycle of life and death. It's possible to do that within the bounds of a town, especially after I secured a source of magical energy. I tested for optimal conditions, made adjustments, and invited guests, which were an indispensable factor.
So you've been repeating that over and over with no real endgame to speak of, huh? Life isn't something for you to toy with.
It seems you have the wrong idea. Not one person in Salem is here against their will. Even you all met the necessary conditions. That is why I invited you. That was the guard. It seems that visiting hours are up.
Hey, we're not done with our questions. One last thing, whose body is that?
At this point, it's mine. I am Randolph Carter. Ha 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 ha.
I'm amazed how well you can see in these dark woods, Robin. I can barely keep up with you. I'm actually the son of a forest sage, believe it or not. That said, even I can't tell night from day here. Aha! There's our little albino girl. Lavinia! Thank goodness we found you before the court reconvenes at dawn. We're not here to capture you, I promise. We only want your help. No. Forget it. Oh, running again, are we? For all his other faults, Frenchie never ran. Is he... Sanson... Idiot, you're such an idiot. Thank you, Lavinia. Are you feeling better now? If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you about your situation and how you got here. We can't bring you back to the village now, for many reasons. But I hope you'll at least take advantage of the fire in Robin's cloak to stay warm. Thanks. The demon god pillar brought me and my family here and threatened us. I knew the Salem wasn't supposed to be here because even the time period was wrong. But we couldn't run away. The demon god pillar had us all trapped. Me, my parents, and my grandfather. We tried wagons, sailboats, but none of us could ever leave. When the demon god pillar appeared and gave us orders, it always looked like a wriggling raven-black pillar, a really grotesque creature. What did the demon god pillar ask your family to do? Nothing. Huh? Nothing? All he said was,
Do what must be done.
We Whateleys come from a line of alchemist mages. Our greatest wish has always been for the outer god to descend here. It's been a closely guarded secret for generations, but somehow the demon god pillar knew about it. And he was very, very interested. I eventually understood why, while I was investigating Salem. There were foreign guests here, ones who came before us. I think we were probably the sixth ones. And I think there used to be other people here that the demon god pillar forced to serve him. Did you figure that out from the graves in the forest? I noticed 6 pretty shabby-looking graves there. Some of them were still empty, too. That's right. That is the altar, but I still couldn't see the whole picture. I think the natives that killed Abigail's parents, and the wharf and the trade ships that shouldn't exist in this time, were probably also guests. Then Tituba was probably one of them, too. Abigail adored that woman. She always seemed special. For a time, I suspected that she was actually controlling everything. But then, she was executed. Now I think of all of you and Hopkins. Must be the 7th guests. That's so? Well then, which of us was the uninvited one? Maybe Judge Hopkins was originally supposed to be the 7th guest? And if so, does that mean we're the ones who ray-shifted here unexpectedly? Or had the demon god pillar accounted for us as well? No, that can't be right. And that would mean this is not going at all. Or, not all going as the demon god pillar planned. That said, I don't think there's much time left, either for us or the demon god pillar. Between Judge Hopkins and us, we really made a mess of things here in Salem, didn't we? So what's this outer god stuff all about? Is it a god like Crom Cruach that demands sacrifice and whatnot?
No answer to that one, huh?
Something doesn't add up. I don't understand why a demon god pillar would seek another divine being when he already has godlike power.
He probably just gets off on twisted crap like that. Or he really likes the idea of dominating humans. Case in point, he went out of his way to recreate these sick witch trials.
But would that really be enough for him to split off from Getia?
Not too long ago, Cersei passed along a message to Neja from the jail,
and Neja gave it to me. She said that the demon god pillar showed up looking like Mr. Carter, and that he says his mission here is to save mankind.
Carter?
Apparently he's taking a different approach from Getia, whose plan focused on storing up unimaginable amounts of magical energy. But what could it be?
What are you two talking about?
Are you Kabbalists?
Rosicrucians? Freemasons? I can't imagine you used to be mercenaries or soldiers.
Oh, I guess you could say we're stargazers.
Alright.
Since Senpai isn't here now, I'll tell you about the organization we belong to, Chaldea.
Whoa! You serious about this, Mashu?
In exchange, will you tell us everything you know about the secret Outer God? Please. I'm sure it will help us with Senpai and Cersei's trial. And that it will help us save Abby from her predicament. Okay, I'll tell you. I'm already dead anyway. I tried to sacrifice everything to the Outer God, but I failed. I feared for my life, so I ran away. But because of that, my prayers never reached him. There's nothing wrong with wanting to stay alive, Lavinia. I'm sure Abby and Sanson feel the same way. Mashu, where's Abigail? Abby is being confined in the house where Hopkins was staying. I refused to leave the guards until they put her there. That prison is no place for a young girl. Afterwards, Matahari, Neja, and I snuck over there to visit her. But we couldn't see inside, so we still don't know how she's doing. I'm worried about her fever. My family, my grandfather, started to change after we were brought here. He started to believe he was feuding with Abigail's parents, even though he wasn't. Our perceptions were disoriented in the same way. But despite that, my family's wish never changed. If anything, it made Grandfather even more eager to complete the ritual of descent. It was dangerous to do that in this village, but there was nothing I could do about it. Lavinia. Abigail followed me everywhere. It was really annoying. She wasn't like me, the other villagers. Oh, she wasn't like the other villagers, but my grandfather. Though he hated her parents, and that Abigail was hiding something. So I pretended to be friends with her. She was curious about the outside world, so I taught her the ritual of descent with a fake grimoire. It was always my job to catch birds and animals to be sacrificed. She was so happy playing with the six-sided altar, she called it a holy symbol. It was our own secret game. Over time, I started to go mad myself. Memories of things I'd never seen started flooding into me. It made me feel like I had grown up in Salem. I don't even know about any comet.
Sounds like it was pretty rough for you too, Lavinia.
No, it wasn't. The one who had it roughest is the Outer God, the God of the Great Gate and the Key. The 6 doors, up, down, left, right, front, and back, represent all possible dimensions. And this Outer God is enshrined beyond the ultimate gate, the outside of our universe, where light can never reach. But despite that, he also borders on all possible dimensions, and is tied to all possible things. Some know him as Soot Typhon, but in the Book of Aben, that's been with our family for generations. The outer god is described as the all-in-one and the one in all. The United States of Smash. Please don't be a fuckton. Oh, that's final knot. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Ooh, hell yeah. So we need alter egos, eh? Well, Melchulus is as good as any. Do I really have any others? I should have leveled up Mecha Ellie, but I did not. BB is a moon cancer, so she don't count. Actually, no, I did level you up. Look at that. Look at that. You're powered down. What level? Okay, what level is everyone else? Oh, wait, we're not? Yeah, we are. Okay, that's weird. Maybe I should finish, Oh, that's not what I meant to do, idiot. Idiot. Yeah, let's level up my Mecha Ellie because she's the only other one I have.
ようこそダヴィンチちゃんの強化ラボへ。
I got a bunch of Blaze of Wisdoms. Save them for the end, huh? Okay. Why is that lol? I mean, I had more embers, but I used them all on Okita, which I am not even remotely ashamed of. I forgot the only reason I leveled her up at all was because they fucking made me. Why do you use Tomacat as EXP? Because I have too many fucking Tomacats. They gave me too many. Domo arigato, Ellie Robato.
これが本来の私。チェイテ城を守る鋼鉄の守護神だわ。見ていてマスター。これならどんな外敵が来ても きっちり守りきって。あ、5本無粋ですね。いたのなら声をかけてください。いくら私
I don't
が
really
手伝
care
う
for Ellie either, but
恥ずかし
she's
い
for
時はある
utility,
の
I
ですから。
suppose, until they give me more alter egos. I don't mind it. Like better ones.
仕上がりはどう？
Oh, Mecha Ellie, where are you? Whoopsie, that's not what I meant to do. So many servants, there we go. Let's see. Burn all you fucks. You, too many of you. Too many. Too many. All my shit rolls. You can just get bundled all in there. For one level up, you guys are so useful. Don't I have alter too? I don't think I do.
そうか。
Do I? I don't remember having coup alter. No. I do not. Kind of these last two little pieces of shit. Those 50 were from this month, I believe. I should be fine. But let me just double check.
いらっしゃい。
Yep.
マナプリズムと交
Yep, I
換
bought
す
them.
る。いいとも。まだ見ていくかい？
Okay. Ultraliz, we'll put you back here. We'll make you Mecha Ellie. And what is your NP? You're a bastard. So you already have the right card on. Decrease a little bit of love. Uh-oh, what? The next morning, Salem, day 8. Town Hall, Provisional Court. Evil, evil everywhere. Spreading, overpowering, rampant. Guess I don't need to bother with this disguise anymore. Nobody's paying attention to us. Want to hurry look at those two. What the? They were both executed alongside me. There are ghouls over there, and over here, ghouls everywhere. I don't understand. Even ones I could have sworn we defeated are here. Maybe they're like Tatuba, and they keep reviving as long as they have a role to play. Apparently living people as well, but mixed in beside these monsters. What is it, Netza? Why do you keep glaring at everyone? There's nothing here but monsters. Granted, it would feel pretty amazing to just let loose on all and go out against all these things. Then again, if the way they're looking at us is anything to go by, it may come to that. I was looking for Sanson. However, not here as I expected. That is a relief. He always was a heavy sleeper. Why do you have so many 5 stars? I've been playing since the game was released, so a couple years worth of very safe spending of my quartz and money, I suppose. Mildly safe money spending. So it's technically daybreak now, even though the day hasn't broken, and this town is looking more and more like a set of like the set of a damn zombie movie. Medea has nipples on her sprite? Really? Now I have to look at it. What'd the Bible call this again? The Last Supper? No, that was one of Da Vinci's most famous paintings. Perhaps you mean The Last Judgment from the Book of Revelation? Oh, I guess you're familiar with it. By the way, Robin, I can't thank you enough for your help yesterday, and for keeping an eye on Senpai in prison all night. Don't worry about it. I wasn't gonna let them take advantage of the confusion to execute Master in secret. There's Senpai and Cersei. I see Abby's here, too. I guess she made it through the night okay, but she still seems awfully depressed. This court is now in session. Will the defendant please step forward? Oh, ain't this a lovely view? Defendant, Cersei. The court will now review the charges leveled against the Sarah Company's child actress, Cersei, who stands accused of being a witch. She is not going to be like being called a child. Excuse me? I am the queen actress. Yes, actors. Get it right. Jeez. Cersei, you are accused of practicing witchcraft in public. There are a large number of people in this very courtroom who can attest to that personally. Do you admit your guilt in this matter? Yes, I've got no choice. The Book of Exodus clearly states, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live." Can you tell this court why you even went against God's teachings and sullied your hands in witchcraft? I couldn't care less about your piddling little god. The only divinity I worship is Hecate, goddess of witchcraft and necromancy. But I will say this. The only reason I used witchcraft back there was to keep innocent people safe. I never meant any harm. So you admit your foul deeds of your own accord. I commend your honesty. Though your crimes are still punishable by death and shall never be forgiven, I am willing to grant you mercy in light of your honesty. Executioner, attach heavy weights to her feet and ensure her hanging is quick and painless. Yes, Your Honor. Forget that! Burn her! It's not an execution if she doesn't suffer through it. Witches deserve to be burned at the stake. Yeah, that's right. Cook her, roast her, and serve her up on a plate. I see, so that's what that feels like. Thanks, I hate it. Nice job, Cersei, you really held your tongue. You're up next, Sarah. And just so you know, I'm afraid my death-faking medicine won't work on you. I like how they're saying this shit, like, out in the open. Sarah, you stand accused of many crimes. First are the allegations from Miss Carter. Tell us, officer. Mr. Carter, whoops. Tell us, officer, were you able to corroborate his claims? I didn't find the remains of a campsite in the woods, or I did find them, Your Honor. But I'm afraid it was already deserted, so I can't say for sure if Tituba was staying there. I see. Then we shall put Mr. Carter's allegations aside for the moment. Place seems kind of full of living dead, you know? It is no sin for one to revive on one's own power. Really? Guess one does not die if they are killed. It is no sin for one to... Okay. It is one of God's greatest miracles. Yeah!
Where can I find a female corpse? Somebody give me a young female corpse.
Oh god, I thought that was the guy saying that. Fuck up. Okay, look. Are there nipples on this one? Waiting. I mean, not necessarily. Nah, I wouldn't say they are. Matahari regular, though, definitely does. They're probably... The fact that her nipples are erect are probably the only thing keeping her, like, top from flopping over. Oh, it's him. I guess he must have died in the riot. You know, I wonder what all these ghouls are going to eat once there's no more corpses left to go around. Themselves, their very sins. The desire to atone can never be satiated. It is one of the great impurities. The next accusation leveled against Sarah is... That's it, I've had enough. Even if Miss Ringmaster did something bad, it's not her fault. It's because she was always tried to help others, whenever me or someone else, without worrying about herself or how it might look. What about me? I'm a witch, remember? You saw that plain as day, right? Why are you trying to frame innocent people when you have a real witch right here in front of you? No, that won't do at all. There must be a clear, unmistakable motive. Otherwise, my objective will never be met. I need atonement. True atonement. My niece is lying. She's off one of those flights of fancy so common to girls her age. It's no surprise that a skilled performer would have any number of tricks up her sleeve intended to mislead anyone who might cross her path. And of course, she could just as easily use those tricks to have others take the fall for her own misdeeds. Uncle Carter, if I may address the spectators directly, would you mind if I led this court's proceedings for a moment? I trust that's all right with you, Your Honor. Very well, I shall permit it. You are certainly qualified to practice law. Thank you, Your Honor. The whole atmosphere just changed in an instant. Guess they're done with the pretense. As you will soon see, these traveling performers are directly responsible for Abigail's sins. First of all, let us refresh our memories pertaining to her first sin. The last thing I need is a recap. Okay. Defendant Abigail Williams. Abby, why? She does not speak. We can't let Carter keep running the show. This pertains to the events that befell Abigail's parents. I created the first Salem with great attention to detail. My goal was to recreate history faithfully. However, it began to diverge from the moment of its creation. Humans truly are strange creatures. Even faced with identical situations, the outcome will differ in ways both large and small. But the one thing that remained constant was that a girl named Abigail Williams was always at the center. I decided I had to keep a very close eye on this girl. Though the Williams' deaths may have been caused by a gun misfiring and a wagon overturning, young Abigail's actions were always ultimately behind them. That was when we first met, wasn't it, Abigail? Yes, Uncle. Mother went quiet. Father's neck got tangled in the reins. And in the sky above the woods, there were many black birds. Now let's address her next sin. In the second Salem, I inadvertently allowed Chaldea to enter. It was an act of interference I never foresaw, stemming from a single one of their observational instruments. Flaros' near-observational lens, Sheba, a highly advanced hybrid of science and magecraft capable of acquiring highly detailed visual data. When the Demon God Pillars acted contrary to Getia's expectations, it was to observe and restrain them. A detestable feature that was equal parts safety and liability. And, as if to prove that point, it scrounged up what little intelligence it had, and then had the temerity to act on its own accord. Summoning a heroic spirit and sending it to this very land. Apparently the Queen of Sheba was the only human Getia ever trusted. What a disgusting display of sentiment. How anyone could feel such things is beyond me. At any rate, Sheba detected the surviving Demon God Pillar, and alerted Chaldea. Then it overloaded the heroic spirit summoning system and used itself as a catalyst to send a single heroic spirit into Salem. I will admit, it was a quick and expeditious act. At that point, the Salem phenomenon had devoured magical energy of the 50,000 people inside and was proceeding at 105,000 times normal speed. This heroic spirit's interference caused it to slow down dramatically. However, doing so exhausted the heroic spirit, and the potency of her abilities was greatly reduced. Ah yes, that reminds me. Whatever happened to the real Tituba, Abigail? She became a ghoul. She's still in the woods even now. That's right, it was your suggestion, and it was truly a wonderful one. As I recall, ghouls consume the mind of the dead, thereby becoming one with them, isn't that right? Let us now address her third sin. Although the heroic spirit had been rendered nearly powerless, slowing down time had a hugely detrimental effect on the test's efficiency. And I had already used up the 5th Salem. How did we go from the 2nd to the 5th? Jesus. With time and magical energy running out, I began to grow reckless. It was then that I asked you for advice. What was it you said to me? I said, I would like to have a friend. One who is a poor, lonely child completely forsaken by God. And even if God didn't love her, I could.
Lavinia Waitley?
Lavinia, you shouldn't be here. Run! No, it's time I had my day in court, too.
Lavinia Waitley. If you have decided to stop fleeing and are prepared to answer for your crimes, you are welcome in my court.
Thank you, Lavinia.
Ah, it's her. I've always wanted to eat her. I can't wait any longer. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Back off, buddy. No one lays a hand on our witness while we're around. Mr. Carter, I've got some evidence, too.
Oh, really? If it will help these proceedings go smoothly, I would be happy to hear it.
Sure, here it is.
Oh, ow!
It's powder of Imgazi, designed to make spirits materialize. We want to know whose corpse I made it from. Want to know whose corpse I made it from? If you're going to hold a trial, it needs to be on even ground. It's not fair for you to be the only one in a mask. Now show yourself. Great, thanks for all the help. Now I can get into this courthouse's bounded field in my true form. The Queen of Sheba? I haven't handled a demon god in a long time, but don't worry, it's just like riding a bike. Now then, demon god Pillar Raum, if you're going to show your true identity, use your full power, then I have no qualms about expanding the scope of negotiations. Okay, Master of Chaldea, you're all set. As long as I'm here in this courtroom, nothing you do will break any religious precepts. And you'll no longer have to worry about an intelligence debuff. I promise you a square deal.
Thanks, Your Majesty.
No need for thanks. We can talk price later.
Burn the witches! Burn them! Burn them!
The hell? Does that mean every villager here was already a ghoul to begin with? Guess so. Ugh, this means they were even better at disguises than us, much as it pains me to admit it. So by day, the rational people, and by night, the voracious ghouls. I don't know if Abigail affected them, or if they affected Abigail, but whatever the case, they're clearly not holding back anymore. That's true, but even so, they were all human when this began. Perfectly ordinary humans who simply had the misfortune of finding themselves trapped in this Salem. Everyone's like that once you get past the surface. You never have to worry about this with animals. I was careless, negligent, Do we need to eradicate them? They're all coming at us at once. What should we do, Master? We're gonna beat them and the Demon God Pillar. Is that Tituba? No, that's... Not again. How many times has it been? I'm sick of this. Sick of it. So is she being turned into one against her will? Abby, look at me.
Her fourth sin was inviting the souls of sinners here into Salem. She summoned those who took part in humanity's witch hunts here, and did so most mercifully. Traitors who let their fears get the better of them and sold out their own families. Investigators who succumbed to the sick thrill of entrapping others. Double-crossers who refused to face the truth of torture machine, in which they were complicit. Hypocrites who weren't wronged. All who would listen about invisible demons only they could see. Yes, they were all irredeemably greedy. So greedy that even I can no longer satiate them. Even in death, they begged for redemption. So they entrusted their wish for forgiveness to a false grail.
Abigail? Hi, y'all. Are you working tomorrow again, baby? Cool.
具体的にどこがと言われると困りますが、愚かな。
What a freaky elder ghoul in the background, his eyes spinning around in circles. So this will probably... Actually... Okay, I don't know how long I've actually been live for, then. An hour and 53 minutes. Okay. This has been a short one. Envious ghoul, indeed.
よろしかたありませんね。
Thanks for making the Epic of Gilgamesh video. It inspired me to draw him and Enkidu. I'm gonna draw, but would you mind taking a look at the whip? Taking a look at the whip? I don't know what whip stands for, but if you want to show me your picture, you could do it over Discord, perhaps?
お望みとあらば気が合いますね。出ませ
計略だ。
苦しみなさい。
So what do you two have planned? That's it? Oh. Well, no, I mean, like... I mean, but were you gonna go somewhere? Or are you gonna leave soon? Or what was the deal? And that's it? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I can do anything. Well, I'm still streaming, but... I mean, if we were gonna, like, I don't know, go out to dinner or do anything like that, I have no idea. Go, Choco, go!
屍の鏡、暗黒の扉、飛び出て恐怖のここ、暗空ネルダルゼン。
罠だ。
God, that didn't do jack shit. Oh no, Shantak-kun! Y'all are funny.
仰せの通
仕方あり気が合いますね。
り罠だ。
出ません。
Shiki and Kokuto are wonderful. They are one of the best anime couples, period. Could you do me a favor and do at OtakuDaiKun there on Discord so I can make sure to see it? I'll try to go for Saber Shiki again, because, oh, yeah, I never really did. I was just glad to get Assassin because she was my favorite, but... Cool, there you go. I'll take a look at that later. Interesting. So this isn't the final node, though, is it? Or the final chapter, or whatever they... section? I don't know. Wava, wava, wava.
おつまらん。罠だ。計略だ。罠だ。なんだ。簡単すぎる。
At this rate, they're gonna... We'll get one of these alter egos in, so at least I can start charging Noble Phantasm. Tales of Berseria. Oh, you can set the controller settings so she doesn't. But yeah, I think like skits and things, the audio will play through the controller if you set it to. Yeah, because at first when it started doing that, I thought it was really annoying. I'm like, I don't want audio playing out of my controller. Oh yeah, out of here. Bird thing. Abigail Williams only has the one health bar now? What did she just do to us? Here, a chance to stun each turn. Ooh, no. That was it? That was so tiny. It's not like I leveled up your skill. Jeez. This is barely enough to get you. Move, defense, buffs, strength. Alright. That. Might as well remove these debuffs.
Mech Elia.
全兵装
Mech
いいに粉
Elia.
砕しますテイクオフスカートフレアチャームファイトソニックシャワーラン全開ブレストゼロエリテイメント
Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, she has 3 guts you don't see. God damn it.
回避
Alright,
許
well.
しませんエリテこれでどう
Just reapplies it when you take it off. That really takes a lot of health. Jesus. Jesus.
エリザリウス
Son of a
展
bitch.
開
I reckon you're a son of a bitch.
仕方ありません粉砕します
Well, that's why I've got a Meltrillus hiding in the back, isn't that right?
敵へ苦しめ苦しめ
Yes, another NP. Bye-bye, Wavar.
あとを頼む
I'm definitely planning to make a video eventually about Lord Elmo, or sorry, yeah, Elmo IK's files. The tricky part is that there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the other light novel volumes that tells a whole lot more about it. That the anime we got was only a tiny little piece. Domo arigato,
全兵いいです粉
Mrs.
砕しま
Roboto.
す
Velvet is amazing.
気に入ったわあなたの念入りにめちゃくちゃにしてあげる泣いている足をこいなさいブレストゼロエリテイメントすぐに再開
Oh,
でき
so
る
much
でしょ
for
う
the guts.
ただし明快での話です
Okay, so something a little more normal now. Looks like this fight is caster-tastic.
Hey, Merlin. Merlin.
Where's my Merlin of the 2030? Come on now.
Jamona.
Ritsuka, there you go, that'll do. Musashi. I'm gonna switch you back to Jean for good measure. Where are you, Jean? There you go. Holy Virgin. Pillared warning? Ah, I see. I'm not worried about no damn pillar. Abigail, does it hurt? Wait, the smell. Roses. Ah. What should I do? Is it okay to set you free? Lavinia, we are putting Abby back to normal. The descent is almost upon us. Abby is still here, but it's too late. What? She can reach such realms? What are they talking about?
Your Honor, Judge Hawthorne. Rah! It's not over yet. Continue the trial. Ha! You will see this through once again, Ka. You will sentence these witches, Ka.
Yes, of course, Mr. Carter.
Order, order. Good, that's it. Uphold the honor of the Holy Court and continue this trial, Ka. Continue to pass judgment here in his God-forsaken Salem until a god worth worshipping appears, Ka. You shall do it as many times as it takes. You shall revive as many times as you must, even until you are no more than a lump of writhing tissue, Ka.
And And someone shot the bird. Yay! No, you shall not. This court is no longer in session, Realm. You may have tried to use the entire city of Salem as a catalyst for summoning a host of spirits. The people of Salem's magical energy is running dry. You have nothing left to work with. And I will not rest until every last grain of gold dust that slipped through King Solomon's fingers is returned to him. That is what I swore I would do as a heroic spirit. Oh, so that's your obsession of money.
Oh yes, I will eventually return to the void where my kin await, caw. But not yet. No, not yet, caw.
Oh, God, Matthew, Luke. During the trial, the Queen of the Southern Kingdom stood behind those of this age, confirming their guilt. She had come from the ends of the earth to hear Solomon's wisdom for herself. But here she found one who far surpassed Solomon.
Let us now review her fifth sin. This is the most grievous yet, caw. Placing trust in others. What a foolish, naive thing to do, caw. Abigail's unshakable faith shrouded Salem in a veil of light. It was this very thing that completely obviated guilt, and with it, any distinction between good and evil. Thus were these sinners stuck in purgatory, neither punished nor forgiven for their foul deeds. Enough to give even the Witchfinder General a chance for salvation. Enough for him to see healing in a place so dripping with evil that even I cannot stand it. Abigail, you have sinned once again.
Yes, it is because you are a sinner that you trusted me. What is this, like a frog? Sarah of Chaldea, Queen of Sheba. If you want her, come and claim her. I shall protect my niece with my life. Now pray, 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 pray. Punishment, 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 punishment. Ask for punishment. Ask and you shall receive. The demon godpillar Realm. He's behind this entire abnormality? Sarah. Mashu, Sarah. Da Vinci, it's so good to hear your voice again. Our comms must be back online. Damn straight, and that's not all, in case you haven't noticed yet. The mist, the bounded field clouds that have been covering Salem are rapidly dissipating. I'm looking at the area you're in right now, and we're finally getting data about your battle. Daikun, is your throat okay? No. It's a little worn out from such a long time reading straight, but... And whoa, this reading! I knew it had to be a demon godpillar. Hang in there, I'm sending reinforcements. Thank you, that would be great. No problem. Not that you'll need them, seeing how the U.S. Army is on its way. There as we speak. Yeah! Try this glorious Star-Spangled Banner on for size, you cretins! Wait, I'm not sure that's a good idea. What? Why? What are you saying, Sarah? Don't be ridiculous. No, my friend has a point. Magical energy is being consumed at an absolutely astonishing rate, and not only on the East Coast, but across the entire continent. This consumption is primarily taking place in heavily populated areas. We are receiving more reports with every passing second. This phenomenon seems to have no regard for the old bounded fields in place whatsoever. I don't have time to choose my words carefully, so at peril of being laughed at out of the room, I believe the very underpinnings of Magecraft itself are starting to become fractured. A heretic? Ah, not again. That means there are casualties among ordinary people in this, correct? Then valor on the battlefield is all the more important now. Is there anything we can do? There are still a number of Chaldea agents and mages cooperating with us that are keeping an eye on Salem's perimeter. I'll ask them for help. No, wait, that won't be nearly enough to make a difference. We'll have to call on all the help. Alchemists, agents of the Holy Church, knights. I'll have to put out a maximum alert, letting him know that there's a heretic that could pose a threat to us all. Whatever happens, I swear that I will assume all responsibility on behalf of Chaldea. I could end up giving the excuse to dismantle Chaldea as it stands now. I'm afraid it must be done nonetheless. We have no alternative. That's why Chaldea exists in the first place. Even if every last record is scrubbed away, Chaldea will still have fulfilled its role. With a first line of defense, whether we're up against a heretical sword, projected from a demon god pillar, or a threat to all of humanity itself. We will be the shield against the legend, poised to descend upon us, and against the relics of heresy. The rest of the staff and I will take it on from here, Mashu. You focus on staying abreast of the situation, and Sarah, I need you to focus on the next decision. Listen up, Sarah. We're going to temporarily seal Salem off again. Only this time we're going to do so from the outside by establishing multiple bounded fields. Unfortunately, this means you'll be sealed in there too. If you're unable to resolve this in the limited time you have, then we're going to have to use every means at our disposal to incinerate everything within these bounded fields we're about to erect. Even knowing that, do you still... Hype? Ah, I can smell its alluring aroma everywhere. The descent is almost upon us. La la gna. That's my sad excuse for the reading of the weird language.
一等三敗、無限を破りゼロに至る。
お望みのままにいいとも。それ。
待ってました。
どうか
な。なんの。
それ。お望みのままに。
待ってました。なんの。
どうかな。
Demon God Pillar up here. Ooh, spooky. Spooky.
Oh no. Oh no. What have we done? It's a Demon God Pillar.
Oh, 夢のように片付けよう。この辺りいじった方がいいんじゃないか。
五輪の任せて。
王の話をするとしよう。
仁王栗から昇天書剣豪バットイカナ大天章ゲー
星の宇宙に物見の歌楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
報いを求めろ。
The moon cell is a kind of counterforce, but it only applies to the world of extra.
お望みのままに。
Oh, no. Oh, I guess there's nothing I can do about it anyway. Damn it. Oh, it's only for the one time. Okay.
いいとも。
オータモン任せて。
そうです。
I don't know, I can't hear the music. You weren't supposed to do that. You really weren't supposed to do that. Velvet was 13? I don't think so. Gaia and Alaya are the will of the planet, respectively. Alaya specifically is a branch off of Gaia that has the well-being of humans in mind as part of the planet, where the planet itself is like, I'm in this to protect myself. But then Alaya be all like, yeah, but humans are part of the planet, even though they're stupid and try to destroy it. So they're like, fine, and there's kind of a split off. Alright, Merlin, we're gonna put this fucking thing on. We're gonna do exactly what we did before.
いい？
任せて。
そうです。
なんの
This time you're gonna cheat. You're gonna refill your whole thingy. You're gonna try your incineration ritual nonsense. That takes forever. Demon God Pillar's greatest weapon is an inordinate amount of gas coming from its orifice. Hum ba bum 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 bum. Well, that sucks. That didn't help Merlin, or Waver rather.
任せて。
Wanna.
No, Alaya is not a person. It is a branch of the will of the planet.
Oh, 任せて。待ってました。なんの切り返せるか。
That certainly could have done better.
動輪の神髄お見せしましょう。任せて。EOR栗から昇天書健康バットイチャラ大天書
なんだ
Crit, baby, crit. That was okay. Could have been better. Our defenses are off. Oh shit. Oh. Dope.
物理で
王の話をするとしよう。
任せて。
これぞ大軍師の究極陣地。 破ってみせるが
星の宇宙に物見の舞台、楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のみ通るガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
Oh, that took a lot of health. Yikes. Yikes. That's probably gonna kill me, isn't it? Oh, gross. Gross, man.
どうか
罠だ
Yeah, the curse is evil. Ooh, ow. Ooh, ew. Yeah. Ooh. Looks like everyone here is gonna die, but shitty. That's okay though.
いいぞやればいいのに
お任せ。夢のような形
Wait, whoops. Yeah, do this.
いいぞやればいいんだろ
Shiki, shiki, shiki.
やれなんだよ
King Hassan was Grand Assassin till he gave that up in Lavinia.
死が俺の前に立つんじゃない
Yay! Hooray!
終わりだ
Good at killing creepy things.
終わり
I meant Hassan.
後始末は任せたぞ
King Hassan, yes. I still don't get it, because the Grand Assassin had to give up his title of Grand Assassin to fight the Beast, which is what he was created to do. It really hurts my brain. Oh, that would have cleaned off the curse, huh? Well, learned that too late. Is that what Foreigner looks like? That creepy thing? Looks like we need help from a little you. Robot. Robots. You know what? That should work. That should work. Deal with that. I'll make it happen.
Abigail! Abigail!
Realm, I mean, Carter's head is tearing itself off. He's going full crow, man! Robin, shoot him! Damn it. What happened to you, Lavinia? Lavinia! Yeah, what a freaky fucking thing that is.
The space-time gates are increasing in number. No non-fictional mage can hope to stand against this threat. Her sixth sin is barely worth mentioning. Abigail will surely abandon everything. Human hearts, words, hope.
Sacrificial board. She just crushed Rom under her heel. Abby. Ugh. Lavinia. Lavinia? I guess she's dead. Lavinia. Abby's like a totally different person again. Abby? It's too late. Afraid so. Abigail lost the last of her humanity while Rom kept us busy. I see. Guess there's nothing we can do but take her out. Row. Bolts cannot reach her. Yeah, kinda figured that, but had to try. Typhon. Thou art a sinner, thou art the sixth knot. To seek redemption in this land of heresy is to reap the devil's harvest. Now let us pray to our Father who art in heaven. Typhon, thou art a sinner, thou art the seventh knot. To seek redemption in this land of purgatory is to worship false idols. Uh-oh. This distortion in the bounded field, this violation of religious precepts, that's not a demon god, it's a false god in every sense of the word. Did a god just possess her? Pain. Aching, suffering. What are the most precious joys for a human? Happiness? Love? These all fade and disappear. But the guilt one feels over one's sins, that torment lasts forever. Even in death, it is the impulse that drives evil ghosts to act, and turns them into detestable ghouls. Is there anyone who has never sinned? Is there anyone in this whole world who is not a child of sin? No, and so I will bestow my gift upon all sinners. Punishment. Punishment is the form of unadulterated suffering. That is the only path to redemption. So I will bless each and every person in this world with suffering. That is my joy. Abby, please, stop this. The gates reach across all of time and space. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm still not accustomed to using them. Oh, this bounded field keeps obstructing me. I can't focus my aim. I can't inflict enough pain. I see. So I can't reach outside, even though all I'm trying to do is find the most sinful people alive. Then if I just reach through the bounded field itself to send pain directly into the mage's hearts. Please, stop this! Abigail. I see you understand, Miss Ringmaster, unlike Mashu. You don't have to do this, Abigail! Even with all these people looking for salvation, your happiness is my happiness too, you know. I'll be happy once I've saved you. Save me? I can never leave Salem, not ever. My own sins still sleep deep within this land. So then I'll just have to make make everywhere a part of Salem. I'll connect everything myself. Master, we must kill that false god. Necha. That, not Abigail. It is a false god, an evil god. You know, if Abigail, fallen from grace, truly possesses untainted strength, then something should remain, even after we defeat it. My own soul is proof of that. Right, Neja, got it. That's right, everything. England, Rome, Jerusalem, connect them all to each other, to me. And then I will bestow eternal, unending pain upon everyone. Hi. They really shouldn't get their panties in a knot over it. Hi, kitty. Don't go back there. No. Stay away from the power strips, cat. Stay away from the power strips, kitty. We'll pick you up. Here we go. You're gonna stay next to me. Elder ghouls everywhere. Gotta kill them, they're elder ghouls.
行きます。はい。行きます。
So your opinion about the final descent? You know, again, I don't like Broly particularly. Like, I'm not like horrified by it, but it's not like something I actively seek out.
Ooh, shike, shike. Ooh, ah.
なんであれやあいつ不器用は終わりだって先に言ってる
Yeah, that was pretty dumb. They were looking to be upset about something. The Osakabe Hime stuff is really weird. Certainly is.
主の見業をここ
Hi,
にお任せでき
Kenshin.
ます
Kitty. Oh, you're a good kid.
我が旗よ我が同胞を守りたまえ弓のしてエテルヌームそこですさあ覚悟なさい
Well, if I were a female, I'd be a lesbian. I'll put you down. Boy.
はいお任せいきますはっさあ覚悟なさい
I don't think there's anything offensive about Osakabe Hime. I just think it's a change. Like, honestly, I have friends who say goofy shit like that too. Jesus, dog. Like Ariga thanks and stuff like that.
やれなんだあいつ
If you were a servant, what class would I be? I've been asked that a lot. Probably a
不器用
caster.
は終わりだって先に言ってる
Not exactly like physical or anything. Another one of you things? Shandak! This flippin' fucking burb.
つまらんオーセロと
Do you have any skill with a sword?
罠だ計略だ
They drop a package? Yep. Did I notice the background? Of course I noticed the background. I'm gonna keep Shiki in the back row and swap her with my Domo Robo. Actually, no. Let's do it you. Melt release! Those things drop feathers. Oh, that's interesting.
Yare, 切り刻むわ楽しみ
Dude, that thing died quick. Holy shit.
我はもう知れ
Abigail, Abigail, I'm gonna kill you, Abigail. I understand that you've got a lot of buffs and things that screw you up, oh my. But it's time, Abigail.
お任せ。はい。
やればいいんでしょ。
そこです。
楽し
Dude, that almost killed you already. Your animal was getting ready to double phantasm the old Get lots of subscribers. Oh yeah, I see that debuff. Debuffaloo. Debuffoo. Well, she's just gonna guts again
お
then.
任せを。そこです。
What does she do as a result? Okay, so she got her health back.
これでどう？
Overkill.
やればいいんでしょ。邪魔者にはそろそろご退場願おう。メルトアウト。
Nice.
楽しみ。
Oh, that counts! Nice! You're able to get one off like that. Oh, 2 hits and 1. Oh yeah. Oh, you stunned her. No!
Why you don't why? 苦しめ。
Leave my Melty alone. Actually, I don't really mind that you're doing that.
切り消す。やればいいんでしょ。
これぞ大軍師の究極陣地。破ってみせるがいい。
見切れるかしら。
So close. So
苦し
close.
め。
Oh no! Oh my god!
苦しめ。これでどう？
主の見業
Well, that's
を
gonna
ここ
fuck
に。
her up.
切り刻むわ。
我が旗より我が同胞を守りたまえ。君のしてエテルヌール。 楽し
You got another health bar. I
み。皆
think
さん
it
お
is
疲れ様でした。
bullshit. Okay, there we
で
go.
も油断なさらぬように。
Huge chest ahead. Is in like bust or like a grail in a chest? Am I about to finish off this thing? Because that would be nifty. Come on now, where my Meltrilius at? Where's Melt when you need her? I'd rather use Melt. Melt. What a weird name, though.
She's hiding. She's hiding from me. She's hiding.
Boom, there we go. And instead of you, I should have put a rider in your place, so boom. We good. We Gucci. Although, you know what? I think we're okay doing it like this. I think we're okay with that. That way, yeah, I think we're good. Baal went back in time. Andres shut down during his escape. Phoenix is trapped in the pain of his endless life, and I'll be making a garden to tend to my wounds. What about you, Rome? What will be your solution to all of this? Good question. I believe I'll put my faith in faith, superstition. Delirium, enlightenment, fiction. They will be tools to end my tools to end reality. What do you mean by that? This world is rife with legends, which stories that neither divine, mystical, nor demons incarnate. The Mages Association has a department dedicated to folklore. It is one of the association's most closely guarded secrets. What's more, it is guarded by Brishan, one of our king's pupils. I will see what I can accomplish by combining these legends with superstition. I believe I will start creating a town steeped in superstition. I will conduct trial after trial there until I get the results I want. We exist solely to save mankind, however. Neither faith, nor old age, nor permanence, nor hope has ever been able to save humanity thus far. I'm sure you now understand this too, Zepar. The truth can never save mankind. You're being rash. We have not tried every truth or version of it. Your conclusion is silence. Enough. You're just like all the other fools, piling failure upon failure with no results at all. Truth is useless. My key lies in superstition. Fiction. Things that don't exist in this universe. Things that don't exist in this universe? Do you mean you're going to open paths to alternate worlds? Places that don't exist even in parallel dimensions? Well, there you go. You said that earlier, that these things transcend even what Zelrech can traverse, which is kind of fucking scary. That is beyond us. We are born of order and common sense. We are bound by this world's laws. Even if there are universes outside our own, you have no means of reaching them, and no attunement to them. Indeed, but by sheer mad coincidence, I won't have to reach it myself. Humans, Zepar, humans have already taken care of everything. Happily, a fictional mythology describing the fever dreams of a single man just so happened to also describe a higher being from the outer universe. The two align perfectly, and a tiny part of that being is left an imprint on this universe. Even if every world of this man's story was nothing but sheer delusion, he still succeeded in opening a path. This was doubtless a prophecy, and in this mad prophecy I saw possibilities. I will take this madness, this fiction, and make it real. This new reality is what will save mankind. Yes, of course, we should have seen it all along. We could never do it ourselves. This very universe makes it impossible, in which case. What we needed was a monster from another world, who is not bound by our laws, a being who abides by rules that even we, in our limitless wisdom, cannot comprehend. And it is this fictional foreigner who will finally put an end to mankind. So, is she actually from another world? Or is she fictionally constructed to be a being from another world that he's just giving power somehow? He's basically saying, ha! Lovecraft wrote about it, and that's enough for me. It was brilliant. I'm inspired. Ridiculous. A number of dropouts emerged from within us during the battle at the Temple of Time. Demon God Rome, in Getia's absence, I decree the following. This delusion of yours will be your undoing. Your approach already failed 14,000 years ago. Sorry, Miss Ringmaster. It's just not working. Good, now I'm sure I can't save anyone that way. Sarah? This just isn't enough suffering to save the world. What's going on outside Salem? Sarah of Chaldea? I'm sure you understand. Yes, but is the outer god itself in Fate a work of fiction by Lovecraft brought to life because that shit happens a lot in Fate? Or was it actually from another world? Because that's what the Demon God Pillar was just saying. He's like, I don't care if it's just this crazy guy's delusions. It's enough to get this kind of powerful being in here. Sarah of Chaldea, I'm sure you understand. You also wished for everyone in this world to be saved. Isn't that right? That's why you were invited to Salem, after all. Your guilt sought solace here. I mean, it is a truly horrific sin on your hands. The people of Earth missed their chance to be judged. Ever since, they have lived with their souls unsaved. That's a far greater sin than anything Sanson or Hopkins or Uncle Carter ever did. But that doesn't matter anymore. You no longer need to suffer for your sins. I'll pardon you myself. That's what his downfall is? Meaning he created Abigail to be stronger than even he could have predicted? That's ridiculous. Okay, so Lovecraft's writings happen to be on the money enough to actually conjure these things. It's like this outer god's going along, do-do-do-do-do, and then he sees this writing by Lovecraft, and he's like, ooh, I like it. Praise me more, senpai. And decides to actually become a thing that we can interact with because of that. Because usually outer gods don't give a fuck about humanity. They're far beyond us. But then he reads this and he's like, ooh. And so, okay, so they're saying Lovecraft was prophetic about things that actually do exist. Damn. Okay. So yeah, they really exist. Lovecraft just kind of channeled it in his writings. That's a fun little take. What if Lovecraft actually knew what the fuck he was talking about, or whatnot? Why do you keep saying foreigner? I don't care. No one's calling anyone a caster. Now, why is it that Abigail is so special? You know, because she was a figure in the Salem witch trials, but what does that have to do with outer gods and shit? Does that mean I was the seventh guest? Senpai, please get a hold of yourself. But if she's telling the truth... Master... I'm sorry, Robin, I don't do French. Le mort est l'espoir? Fuck, I just butcher it all. I have no idea how to read those. I never took those classes. Abigail was a plaintiff in the Salem witch trials, correct, but... But why is... Okay, so... Abigail is a central figure in one of Lovecraft's stories? I thought you were talking about Lavinia. Was Lavinia also... Okay, so Lavinia was also supposed to be a vessel for Outer God and shit, but she wound up being less strong than even Abigail. Okay, Randolph Carter... Okay. They'll touch on Abigail's role. Okay, I'll just go ahead and read it. Robin! You're out of your mind if you think our ringmaster's got anything to feel guilty about. I got no clue what you're on about, but I know you're dead wrong about that. Take it from me, if our ringmaster had any unconscious feelings, it wasn't guilt for the world. If anything at all, it'd be responsibility to all the people. She failed to save. Arrogance in believing that she could have done better. If only she'd saved if only she'd somehow done things differently. She may be great, but she's still just an ordinary person, same as me. There's no way she ever wished to save everyone in the world, not even once. She couldn't give a rat's ass about saving people in a walled garden. All she cares about is making sure everyone's got a bright future ahead of them. Robin! Good. You got that easygoing spark back in your eyes. That's more like it. I mean, enough's enough with this no killing no matter what crap. You can't go around trying to seek forgiveness from people who are already dead. Otherwise, that scholar guy wouldn't have a damn leg to stand on. That was his last ray of hope, after all. Robin's exactly right. Good job, Robin. You servants have no right to tell the living what to do. Abigail, you're a servant too. The only difference is that you've got all of Salem's incredible magical energy at your command. That's not true. Abigail, let me show you what it's like outside. Senpai is right, Abby. There's a great wide world outside of Salem. A real world that no book can do justice, not even the Bible. A world that people built, working together, and are still building more even to this day. That's the sort of future we have the power to create for ourselves. So what? Did you figure it would be easy to just save a single child? Is that what you thought? There, I just broke through your little barriers. I guess I just couldn't hold back any longer. Now there's nowhere in the world I can't reach. Some stubborn mages are still putting up a fight, but they'll all crumble sooner or later. Okay, this is really bad, Sarah. She's effectively got her hands on an unlimited... She's effectively got her hands on an unlimited magical... I keep trying to think of the wrong thing. On unlimited magical energy now. That's a hard sentence. I don't know why. She's not going to stop forgiving until everyone on this planet is neck deep in unimaginable torment. No, we won't let that happen. She's got to have a limit. She's got to. Right, besides, we're still in this too. Cersei, I know that I've already put you through a lot, but I have one last favor to ask of you. I wouldn't say that myself, but anyway, let's hear it. Abigail still isn't using the gates to their full potential. She hasn't completely fused with this outer god of hers. That means Mashu is right. She does have a limit. She should be able to punch through my barrier and hurt Sarah, but she hasn't done that either. So I'd like you to help me seal up all of these gates from the inside, Cersei. After all, you're good at locking people up and making sure they never escape, right? Huh? You got a lot of nerve saying that to my face, you know. So what you're really asking is for me to help you take the full force of that torment she's directing at the outside world, right? I suppose you could put it that way, yes. Looking at you being all honest. Okay, I'm in. Can't have one of the last remaining witches show me the Queen Witch up now, can I? Alright then. Sarah, alright. We forged a contract, so Master. Sheba and I are sitting this fight out. Instead, we're going to use our magecraft to make another barrier inside this town hall. You can't. That's tantamount to suicide. God would never allow that. Why? Sorry, Rookie, but the only deity I worship is Hecate, goddess of witchcraft and necromancy. And she's nothing like this superstitious hokum of yours. Oh? Wait, no way. Master, the weight on our shoulders is gone. That barrier got rid of the spell that's been weakening us. My full power now unleashed. Then that means... Thank you, Queen of Sheba. Thank you, Cersei. You're welcome. But if you wouldn't mind hurrying up... Yeah, please. Your master sure likes to take her time, doesn't she? Yes, she does. Abigail! Miss Ringmaster, time for play acting is over. Aha. Oh, Abigail. You can be so willful sometimes, can't you? Yes. Yes, I am very willful. Which is why I can't wait any longer. I'm dying to forgive you before I forgive anyone else. I'm even more willful, remember? I can't wait to go on my next journey. No, you can't. Absolutely not. If you do, Father may forgive you, but I never will. So please, would you do me a favor and die in vain here in my Salem? Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. Bum-ba-dum-bum-bum. I see to you, Shantax. And if I recall, our delightful little moon, alter ego rather, is particularly good at killing you. It's the final battle. Well, in Fate, Lavinia doesn't get banged up by Yog-Sothoth or whatever. Right? That part is fiction, isn't it? Okay, I'm sure I can handle this. Is there another fight after this at all? Like a new challenge quest or something ridiculous? Or is this the end of the story, I guess, is the important part? I stream for the story. Does she still have, like, a whole bunch of resurrections? Okay, an epilogue with no fights. Alrighty, then I'll finish this off. Face. Kick her in the face. Woo! Almost got her. Only 4 times. Well. Oh, Johnny Jean, I'm gonna make you beat her senseless. That didn't work, huh? Damn. You're your only hope. Your only hope, Abby. Or Meltrillus, rather. There you go. Oh, that's silly. So silly. Yeah, but did he actually put on the play of Journey to the West?
業をここに、はい、
思う存分やっていいのね。
我が旗よ、我が同胞を守りたまえ。弓のしてエテルネー
邪魔者にはそろそろご退場願おうか。メルトアウト。痛かった。
そこです。
お父さん苦しめ。これでどう？
Nice try, biatch. Oh yeah, triple.
やれ。見切れるかしら。苦しめ。
Smack my waiver up.
苦しめ。
Yay, it worked. It sure did.
ではこれを。
はい、
切りやればいいんでしょ。
そこです。
見切れるかしら。
You're saying that as if I intend to let Abby use her NP on me anytime soon.
Ocelot. やればいいんでしょ。見切れる。
そこです。
Well, I guess I can't hold her off any longer. But I can lower the strength. Yeah, it's actually working! And this is good because I'm going to use this on here. Right there, and this one, yes. Okay, we'll see how that works.
邪魔者にはそろそろご退場願おうか。
Around and around we go!
メルトアウト。痛かった。アンドゥ。楽しみ。
Eat that. Eat it. Eat it. Now let's see what you got NP-wise. Haven't seen this yet.
イグナトゥフルトゥ君が我その真髄を宿す内心とならん体の無理を超えいざ究極の門へと至らんクリフォー雷蔵
Cliff off, I've heard that before.
ここまで来たのに。
Huh.
苦しめ
Interesting. And who to the rescue? Oh wait, not you. Sorry, Ryder. We're gonna swap you for the Robo. Here we go. Okay, that works. Oh yeah, 80, 80, and 100. Oh
切り
yeah.
刻むよく見いいでしょう楽しみ回避は許しませんデスパッター来ません苦しめ苦しめ
Thanks for the NP charge. You're going down now.
何もなかった何もなかったわ
Boom, you are so fucked.
さあ
You are
言い
so
分さえ
fucked.
します気に入ったわあなたの念入りにめちゃくちゃにしてあげる泣いて許しをこいなさいウエストではエリベート回避は許しません 終了です。焼け野原にされなかっただけ幸運と思いなさい。
Live off is from Kabbalah. It's the husks in creation devoid of God. I don't know what a husk in creation means, but... no, please, come back. God is disappearing from within me. Somebody, anybody, please take me away from here. Anybody. Abigail? Lavinia? Lavinia's breathing again. Cersei, did you do this? Yep, sure did. Getting pecked out by a raven sure didn't stop her much. I gave her some medicine to alleviate her shock from the blood loss after she collapsed. But I'm afraid there's nothing else I can do to help her, I'm sorry. The anesthesia is the only thing keeping her going. But all it's doing is helping with her pain. Abby, you're back to normal. I guess I failed again. But I think maybe that's a good thing. I was always jealous of your golden hair. The demon god pillar brought me and my family into this world. We never existed in the real Salem. We're just characters from a work of fiction. You could argue that your fate right now is better than giving birth to some other outer god yourself. Oh no, you're so cold. Please, Lavinia. Don't go. Stay with me, please. Somehow it was all so real. Does that mean we were really friends? Friends born under the same comet? Of course, we'll always be friends, comet or no matter how much time goes by. Yeah, I need to look more into Kabbalah, because that shit's crazy. She technically did give birth. I mean, not in the traditional sense. I remember watching the sea with you from that hill. I wanted to see the whales one more time. Lavinia. In the arms of the angels. I think Abigail has suffered enough. I don't know, I just can't say. But I can say that her malicious aura is gone now. Nejo was right about that. Besides, I think it would be the height of arrogance to interfere in other people's lives, to try and save someone at this point. To try and rob someone of their chance to repent and make amends. If anything, I'm the one who should be punished for acting so thoughtlessly. You regret having asked Lavinia for help? Yes, and I think I always will. But even so, Lavinia, I'm so grateful to you. I pray that your soul finds its way back home, back to where your family is waiting for you.
Give me my St. Quartz.
Salem!
The epilogue.
The next day. The Common. Salem final day. Founded field, partially disabled. Salem final day. Robin, Mashu, Neja. Thank you for helping me bury Lavinia. Of course, we wanted to mourn her as well. You bet. She helped us out a whole lot. I think she'll really be happy here. I think so too. Do we not need to light incense? No, we just pray for her. Here, put your hands together like this. boundary around Salem is shrinking, slowly but surely. The bounded field enclosing the whole area should be disabled pretty soon. Then you'll all be able to go back to Chaldea. I'm so happy for you. Salem is still here even though we beat the pillar. That's true. I'm sure Rome played a significant part in creating this fake Salem. But most of it actually depended on Abigail. No wonder Rome chose her. How are the people from modern-day Salem doing? They're all pretty weak, but I don't think they're in any danger. I expect they'll all be back to normal once they return from the other side. Edison will be glad to hear that. Yes, well, after everything, I don't really see any of them getting a sound night's sleep in the near future. But then again, maybe that'll serve as inspiration for some authors and artists who live here. They pretty much owe you their lives, Sheba. Well, I couldn't have done it alone, and I really was too reckless when I first got here. Still, I wonder if His Majesty would be pleased with me? I'm sure he'd be thrilled. And that's all the reward I need. Now that her contract's over, she'll return to the throne. Is my temporary contract with Cersei over too? I've got a pretty good idea what you're thinking. In this particular case, Sheba and I were summoned under pretty much the same conditions. Since we checked in together, we'll also be checking out together. Is there anything you'd like me to tell Medea? Nah, nothing too special. Just tell her you're sorry for me. You just can't say the words, can you, Cersei? You'll never earn big money that way. Or is this actually some of that wisdom that comes with age? Shut up! So, hey, by the way, me and Sheba here are both servants, right? I hope you understand at least that much. But in Abigail's case, she wasn't summoned from the throne. She's a pseudo-servant created entirely within this fake Salem. The moment it disappears, she's going to vanish along with it. Pretty different from a standard summoning. You can say that again. Whew, thank goodness. It seems I really have come to Salem this time, albeit on the brink of its destruction. Huh? What the? Raum, the frickin' demon god pillar? Does this mean we never finished him off? Why are you back here, demon god pillar? Uncle? Wait, please. I bear you no ill will, I swear. My name is... I'm afraid I do not have a name I can give you just now. But perhaps you would be so kind as to address me as, Chandrap, the Cosmic Traveling Gentleman. I'm guessing the man you know is the being who made off with my body. Then you're really, you? On one of my missions, I needed to fall into a deep, very lengthy sleep to catch a horror that threatened the world itself. Let us say only the most relevant words pertaining to it were ocean and cephalopod. But unfortunately, while I was sleeping, my body was stolen from me. By Rome, the demon god pillar? That's right. Much as it pains me to admit, I'm afraid I possess a temperament that makes me easy to possess. What's more, Salem was home to my ancestors, so I have a deep connection to it. No doubt Raum wanted to ensure that there was no one around who could easily infiltrate this land. I imagine that's why he set his sights on me. I am terribly sorry for the trouble my ineptitude in this matter has caused you. Aha, now I get it, but don't worry about it, it wasn't your fault. Excuse me, but I thought Raum's human body was destroyed after he died. Oh no, that wasn't a problem. As you can see, I'm still fit as a fiddle. For a demon, or perhaps I should say, as befitting a demon, this pillar was quite conscientious. Even in my spirit form, I was able to maintain the connection with my body, and so learn some of what this demon god pillar knew. And that is why I already know about you, Abigail Williams. In fact, you are why I've come all this way to Salem. Me? That's right, I'm sorry it took so long to get here. I see that this is the grave of someone about whom you've cared very deeply. Uh-oh, that rumbling. Sounds like Salem won't be around much longer. Let's head for the center of town. We should have a little more time there. Okay. Goodbye, Lavinia. Abigail, you are a living silver key. As such, you are able to open all manner of gates across time and space, and travel between them freely. Me? I can't do anything like that. I can't even leave this place. Well, maybe I did open some gates once, for a moment. But really, that may as well have been a whole other person. Don't worry, you'll learn. There's a trick to it. You possess a crucial ability that humans need in order to remain safe when facing off against gods. Even if it is parting gift from a demon god, it would be a shame to lose it. So I would like to offer you a choice. Whatever your decision, I will support it. If you want, I can completely seal away your silver key power right now, erase some of your memories, and take you to whichever time period you like. Or you can leave Salem, come with me, and travel across all of time and space. You can be my companion. That's amazing, are you? You are like Maitreya, though you do not look it. For that matter, your universe is not ours. You're right. Traveling across all of time and space may sound nice, but it is tantamount to jumping off a ship at full sail. Even so, I don't think it's a bad proposition. It certainly beats disappearing along with this land. I'm afraid we don't have a lot of time for you to mull it over. But I do believe it's worth considering. So are you saying that this guy we're talking to right now, this Carter, is sort of like a stand-in for Lovecraft himself, like a self-insert? What the fuck is with this silver key? Because Abigail was apparently just a chick in the Crucible, right? A chick involved with the Salem witch trials? Like, why does she get this power? Well, Abby, what do you say? Oh my. That's the first time you've ever called me Abby, Uncle. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I suppose that was far too familiar of me. This is, in truth, our first meeting, I suppose. It's that cat, and it's got friends. Oh, hello. There. You don't say. That must have been very difficult. So you still have a great deal of living you wish to do, do you? He's talking with the cats. Ram got the silver key from the Clock Tower Folklore Department. Had nothing to do with Lovecraft, but... I mean... Again, why is she so compatible with this outer god summoning nonsense? Okay, you've got a deal. I'll take you all with me. I'm sure we can find a place for you on the dark side of the moon, or perhaps somewhere further away. This is so strange. You're nothing like my last uncle, and yet you're still him. Abby, what is it you want to do? Mashu, Miss Ringmaster. Even though it's falling apart, everything I care about is still here in Salem. I know that Lavinia is gone, and all other villagers have returned to dust. But this is still my home, even if it is a cursed land where witches were hunted unjustly. I still love it. I'm sure you already know this, Miss Ringmaster, but I committed a terrible sin a long, long time ago. Then I went and did the same thing again, here in this false Salem. I was trapped by my conscience and my wicked impulses, and I just couldn't get away from them. This demon god may have tempted me, but I still accepted his offer. Okay, she's the foundation of madness and heresy in a closed community. Okay. So she's very special because of that. That makes sense. And she's admitting it right now that in original history, she done fucked up and contributed to these witch trials, if not started them. And so she feels guilty at repeating that over and over again. And yeah, okay. I'm starting to get it a little bit more. It's just, the shit is complex. You just gotta realize that. And I'm trying to put it into words that make sense. Abby understands she's a servant now. But even with all that, Miss Ringmaster, now how is she a servant? It's kind of confusing. She's a pseudo-servant, but of what? I mean, how does that even make sense? How can you be a pseudo-servant if you're yourself? Right, the dancing in the woods, and she did it again. I can still hear him. I can still hear what Sanson said to me at the gallows. It rings in my ears, plain as day. Is it okay for me to die? Is it okay for me to abandon Salem and wish to become somebody else? God would never forgive me for what I've done, and yet That's for you to decide, Abby. Did I ever do a lore video on her yet? Hell no. This shows that I don't know enough about her to fully dive into that yet. But as soon as I get all these facts straight in my head, I can do a lore video, which is why I'm asking. Wasn't she calling a different god's name, though? Mashu? She's right, Abby. No one can pass judgment on another person's heart. But they can still extend a helping hand. I may be younger and more inexperienced than anyone else here, but I do know this much. Life has any number of opportunities to step off the stage, and just as many to perform on a new one. Okay, I've made up my mind. I'll come along and travel with you, Uncle. My dream has always been to go on a trip. Somewhere, anywhere that isn't here. Yes, Suit Typhon or whatever. I see. That is a good dream. Trips are good things. Thank you, Neja. I'm glad to hear that. I should warn you, though, my journeys tend to become more than slightly unpredictable. That's okay with me. Maybe someday in some other distant world I'll even get to see Lavinia again. Besides, you never know. If God wills it, I might even become a new servant in Chaldea. At Sarah's observatory, right? Okay, gotcha. If I disappeared here and now, that would be the end of it, but if someday, by some fantastic stroke of luck, I managed to become truly free in a far-off, distant world. Even if I'm not really me anymore, I'm sure whoever I am will still want to keep journeying. Right, Mashu? Yes, that's right, Abby. As long as we're bound by fate and fortune, I'm sure we'll meet again someday. That sounds wonderful. I can't wait. Oh, and Uncle, I hope you don't mind if I call you Uncle. If I really do have that kind of ability, do you think I could promise something to Miss Ringmaster and her companions? You know how you said your mind and body each existed independently of each other? Well, I was wondering if I might be able to return Sanson's memories to the Sanson in Chaldea. The ones from before his execution, I mean. That all depends on how much work you put in. It would be a difficult thing to do, though, even for me. But I can't say it's impossible, though it certainly couldn't be done anytime soon. In that case, I have even more reason to travel with you, and to learn as much as I can. So basically, we can still summon Sanson, he just forgot all his memories. Is that it? That's nothing too fancy. Well then, I suppose we should get going. Are you ready, Abby? Let's see, good. You've got your 2 friends, and I've got mine. Yes, Uncle. They are a bit heavy, but I can manage. Well then, people of Chaldea, I suppose this is farewell. I do hope this body of mine doesn't make any more trouble for you from now on. Oh, and just in case that false god, on second thought, never mind. In the first place, my work is not yet complete, so the strange tales I've had on my own summoning tomes don't line up quite yet. Farewell. Please take care, everyone. It was wonderful to meet all of you. Mashu, you are so lovely. Matahari, you are so kind. Robin, you are so thoughtful. Neja, I love everything about you. And Miss Ringmaster, thank you for showing me a play. I'll always remember. If you ever meet another me, I do hope you'll be kind to her. And I know I can be naughty sometimes, so if I am, I hope you'll scold me.
I like naughty girls too.
Oh my, I don't envy poor Mashu, having to keep her eye on you. Oh, and of course, thank you for all your help, Cersei. Don't worry about the formalities. Besides, you aren't really a witch after all, so you don't need to look up to me or anything. Oh wow, you really can't just say how you feel, can you? Did I sound like her? Huh? And last but not least, to Tuba. Oh, I'm sorry, it just kind of slipped out. That's okay, Miss Abby. I hope you have a wonderful journey. I will, thank you. Goodbye.
Well, that's something new. This is like some weird fate crossover with the Lovecraftian universe.
So even you cry from time to time, huh, Prince Neja? Do you have a problem with that?
Nope, not even a little. In fact, I'm kind of jealous.
Senpai, Chaldea's about to bring us back too, and I don't think they're going to wait much longer. Well, there's my wind. Guess it means it's time for me to set sail. You know, I actually kind of enjoyed putting on plays with you guys. Thanks, beautiful and wise Cersei. Oh, so you do know how to play. So you do know how to pay a compliment. The next time I see you, I'll make a special pig pen just for you. Okay then, I have one last thing to say to myself. I swore I wouldn't bring this up earlier, but now. There's always an oasis to be found, even beyond the desert. So chin up, don't lose sight of the stars, and keep putting one foot in front of the other, like any good Chaldean should do. I'm sorry? Did you just predict the future, Sheba? Now, where would the fun be if I told you that? Some things are better left unsaid. Cersei, Sheba, it was great meeting you both. I hope that someday we can something.
Well, looks like it's our turn to leave.
Senpai, it's happening over here too.
Thunk. Thunk. Olump.
This is our final ray shift. Senpai. Senpai, give me your hand. Let's fly back together. Thank you, Senpai. There's nothing I'd like more. One day, let's go on another trip. Master. Huh? Wait, something doesn't feel right. I forgot to give Abby back her pendant.
It's okay. That's what we call a catalyst.
Lost Belt can come after some time, because this is plenty of work for me. Meanwhile... Are you sure you don't want to go back?
Go back?
Oh yes, you can go back home, back to the throne. Or even back to the very beginning, a clean slate if you're so inclined. I'll open the gate for you either way, Charles-Henri Sanson. I don't need to go back anywhere. I believe I've done what I set out to do. I see. In that case, you already have the key to the gate you need to open. Key? No, I don't have anything like that. Wait. Where did my sword go? Would you by chance know what happened to... Ah! Oh, excuse me, moi. I didn't mean to step on your foot. Please forgive me. Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm just glad your shoes didn't get dirty. I see, so it was you all along. Now come on, Charles. Can you hear that music? Are you a good dancer? You certainly don't look like you are. It's true, I am a terrible dancer. I never did have anyone who would dance with me. So if you don't mind, I would be grateful if you would teach me, now that I'm not chopping off your head. Of course I'd be happy to. Well, isn't that nice? Aww. Aww. Yeah. You had to kill her, but you didn't like it. I understand. Except there's something at the town hall, Chaldea. Okay, so this is like another epilogue on top of an epilogue. Oof. 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 Chaldea dining hall. The morning after returning from Salem. Hopefully this is really short. Not bad at all. I believe I can say this turned out well enough. Although... What the fuck are you doing here, man? Morning. Bonjour, Robin. I see you failed to get a good night's sleep yet again. Mind your own damn business, Frenchie. What's that on your plate? A fried egg on toast? Not really a fancy noble's breakfast, huh? I'm not a noble. This is a croquet madame. I'm told it's quite trendy right now, so I thought I would try it out. I also tried adding a bit of rhubarb jam and cream cheese. It may not look as good as a galette, but it should be a nice pick-me-up for a busy morning. The only problem is it's a little too big to eat comfortably. How so? Just pick it up and go at it like it's a burger. What's that pile of paper you've got there? You reading something? I asked Mashu for this. It's a book of plays that you all performed in Salem. It's quite interesting. I see. So did he go back to Chaldea for the chance to be with, Marie Antoinette? Is that kind of the idea? There you are, Robin. I see you're here too, Sanson. I hope I'm not interrupting breakfast. Oh, bonjour, Medea. Why not pull up a chair and join us? I prepared beverages just in case someone else showed up. Thank you. I would love some coffee then. Didn't they already have a background that was perfect for the, dining hall of Chaldea? What an odd combination. I feel like I'll get a heartburn sitting between a nice guy and a show-off. Yeah, I wasn't the one who asked you to sit with us, you know. By the way, Sanson, is it true you were resummoned at the same time Master and everyone else returned from Salem? And that you don't have any memories of what happened after you ray-shifted there? So it would seem. I have no idea what happened in Salem. But strange enough, I still have my memories of everything that happened prior. Though I'm afraid it resulted in Acting Commander Da Vinci conducting a rather invasive examination to clear me of any suspicion. Then again, I hear there was recently a big to-do with another imposter, so I suppose I can complain. Or, I suppose I can understand. I see. I guess both had our fair share of bad luck in that area, though in different senses. Well, hey, all's well that ends well, yeah? Easy for you to say. Even I wasn't sure what to make of it all when I was resummoned. It's a strange sensation. Master and Mashu are giving their reports right now. Once they're done, it'll be my turn. Some nonsense about how if we all report in at once, we're likely to fall prey to confirmation bias or something. Ugh, what a pain. So Robin, whatever happened to Cersei? Aha! So that's why you've been following me around since last night, is it? Well, Medea, let me ask you, how do you feel about that little pipsqueak? I gotta say, she really put one over on us. I think that was her way of getting revenge. I can't really blame her. I definitely wasn't exactly respectful towards her when I was younger. And now you are? Sometimes I look back on what she taught me. I just can't help but think I was stubborn and immature. I confess it pains me to admit that, though, so I thought if I was able to see her again, I would have liked to thank her properly. Meanwhile, most of what she taught me turned out to be useless. I still appreciate the kindness, or her kindness at times. I think I know what you mean. I hate it when my old master's nagging pops into my head, the worst possible times, too. Right, so come on, Robin, work with me. I need more details about what happened in Salem. And aren't you curious too, Sanson? You seem awfully unconcerned about all this. I'm told Master will tell me all about herself later, so I plan to wait for that. Whoa, seriously? What is it, Robin? Why does that have you so shaken up? Come to think of it, you are Auntie's type. Don't tell me you and she... Huh? What are you talking about? I'm not shook up at all. Hey, how about some Monsieur de Paris? What did you say? You know, that sandwich you're making. It'd be a lot easier to cut it in half diagonally. Monsieur de Paris? Is that a recipe you came up with, Sanson? Ah, now I see. You're suggesting we cut these guillotine style? This may sound strange coming from me, but that doesn't seem like a great way to start one's morning. Compared to porridge 3 times a day, that actually sounds rather nice. I see. Well then, if we're going to do this, we'd best do it right. Tomato paste should give it a much bloodier look than rhubarb. We'll need meat for a bit of realism. Okay, I'm sorry, it was just a joke. So was that. Once Mashu and Master get back, I think I'll ask them what they think of this recipe too. You know, I don't really see them. And we finished the singularity. Conclusion of the judgment. Salem. Give me what's in there. They never told us there was a grail, but we deserve one. Come to Daddy. Maybe, just maybe, I will give this to Ushi. Boom. Eat that, Salem! And there's a lot of stuff, but if that's the end of the story, hoorah! Because I still need to finish off the 7 Shimosa challenges. Lots to do, but it's all grindy shit. So, thank you all for tuning in to OtakuDaiKun. And subscribe for anime lists, reviews, discussions, lore videos, let's plays, and the Holy Waifu Wars. Until next time, celebrate your fandom!